Well, does that constitute design, like one piece of leather versus multiple because they're using the scraps?
The way it's constructed.
But this is now in Justin's area. Justin addressed that.
The fuck is going on?
Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
I need work.
Good night, folks.
Nailed it. You are listening to your favorite podcast, Shadowcast Uncut, with your host, Bobby Skullface.
That's a solid unit, Mac.
Oscar and Jake. I call it a rock Fred. Robert D.
So happy to be here.
The engineer, T2RX6.
It's a fit and finish.
Everyone's favorite internet troll, Greg for Mercy.
Only troll for good.
Meth Deluxe Baldwin.
Hell Hasbro.
And the most popular tattoo transformer band ever, the Zepticon.
Hey, ladies.
No, it's just awful.
Who's running that company?
I don't scale like that.
Upload complete, fuckers.
This podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and...
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
Hey fuckers, it's 2016. Welcome to Shadowcast Uncut, episode 103. I'm Lenny, your brittle clear plastic Year of the Monkey host, and joining me tonight are the prophets of the new year. First up, we've got Bobby. I've seen Star Wars more times than JJ, Skullface.
What's up? Hey, everybody, go buy Burn. Go download it now. It's on iTunes and Google Play. Because I learned my lesson last time dealing with you motherfuckers. I would get it on iTunes, but I don't have a Mac. Well, it's on Google Play this year and iTunes, so...
Who gave that freaking complaint?
Me.
Plenty.
Guilty.
Plenty.
You realize that iTunes is on PCs too, right?
Impossible. Don't ask for the impossible, Justin. But anyway, it's on both. Leave a review, download it. As long as I got the money to fucking post another one next year, I'll do it. If I don't get the money to post another one next year, I'm not doing it. It's a lot of fucking work. But thanks. I'm just guessing that people have watched it, so thanks for watching. Because I'm speaking to you from the past.
Oh, you're right. Next up, we've got Beastie Boys understudy himself, Robert No Sleep Till Brooklyn D.
Happy New Year, fuckers. Happy New Year.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thank you for the sweets.
Oh, you're welcome.
And the Vegemite, I just put a little bit to my tongue. I thought you didn't eat Vegemite. Was that a gag on your part?
I do not eat that shit. It is fucking disgusting, and it's a byproduct of some other disgusting food, so you guys can have it.
It tastes like elephant shit.
Yeah.
How would
you looks like it too.
Enjoy.
Bobby gave me some coffee.
You're welcome.
Did I?
The elephant shit coffee, remember?
Oh, did I? At the house?
No.
You got all excited. Did I really? Nah.
I've been trying to talk to people about that. I just saw, like, the Facebook, this day in Facebook history. I saw a post I made right before I drank it. That I was, like, getting ready to try this unit or something, and it was, like, that stuff. I mean, it's good coffee, but goddamn, it made me sick.
That's because it's elephant shit.
Could be.
You mean you ran to the toilet? You mean, like, sick? Or?
No, like, it just made me, like, queasy. Like, I think the caffeine concentrate is just too redonkulous. And it just made me...
That's not even a thing.
It just made me queasy.
I don't like when you say queasy. It makes me feel queasy.
Sorry. What would you prefer me to say? Nauseous. How about that?
Wonky.
Wonky? You got it.
I like wonky. That sounds good. All right. Next, crying tears of joy with the release of the final KFC Shark, Matthew Deluxe Baldwin.
Oh, God. Can't wait. Yay. Hey, everybody. Happy New Year. All that good stuff. I hope it'll be a better year than this year. So, all right.
All right. And the man who built a time machine so that 2015 never has to end, Justin T2RX6.
What is going on, everybody? I know it's good 2016 because we're the first thing you're hearing. We should be. If not, then get the fuck out of here.
If not, you're a half-ass fan.
Yeah.
Not a shark.
And Greg won't be able to join us tonight. He's too busy kicking touchdowns and scoring slam dunks.
Big sports fan.
Yeah.
Big.
He loves it.
Huge.
All right, I'm not going to forget about it this week. Did anybody get anything? Let's go with you, Mr. Skullface.
Well, I had my birthday this past week.
Hey,
Happy
happy
birthday.
birthday.
2 days.
What a shitty birthday to have.
It is.
I'm sorry.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
2 days after Christmas.
2 days. Yeah, 2 days after Christmas. Me and Jesus always fucking sacrificing ourselves for the greater good. You know what I mean?
Take the wheel, man.
Just
Take
a couple,
the wheel.
just a couple of Capricorns trying to make our way through life.
You must get a lot of regifts.
I don't think I get a lot of regifts. I think I used to. I don't get it so much anymore. I got one from Adam this year, but that's because it was pricey. But I used to get a lot of gifts that had a larger tag on it than most people's gifts because they had to They had to make room for Merry Christmas and Happy Birthday on the fucking tag. And it was always like from that cheap ass aunt, and it was like a Walkman with no rewind or something.
Oh God, yeah.
The worst. So I made out okay. My wife took me around. She took me hunting, actually, like a super hardcore hunt. Like, you know, we were all over the place, but we were like went to like a couple vintage toy shops and stuff.
I thought
like
you were
that.
hunting for deer.
Yeah, I thought even animals.
No, man.
No.
What do I look like in some fucking tree stand?
Yeah, some Arkansas guy or something.
40 degrees outside. I got toys to buy. God damn it. So I got a bunch of 3 3/4 figures. I actually struck gold like on my first stop, and got a bunch of loose 3 3/4 figures that I've been looking for a really good price. And then we just kind of mucked about a little bit. I ordered some books so I can catch up on some reading. Lenny, have you read Saga?
I have not.
I'm giving that unit a try. I'm one book into it so far. It's pretty fucking good. For those listening, it's an image book. Pretty interesting. And Brian K. Vaughan, you're a Vaughan fan, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's what. Let's see what else. I got Adam got me. I want to make sure I mention this. Adam got me for Christmas and birthday. He got me the Play Arts Kai DC variant Catwoman. Yeah, so that's pretty good.
Pretty.
Yeah, it is pretty.
Does she have like replaceable camel toe based on her position?
No, I'll tell you what though, it is a skimpy little suit she's wearing.
Is it Halle Berry?
No, God, no. I feel guilty doing that without Greg here. And I got Mafex Darth Vader and Mafex Stormtrooper. The Darth Vader is not perfect, but he's gonna be my Darth Vader, and the Stormtrooper's a piece of shit.
Oh.
Where does Mafex fall in terms of the hierarchy of these figures?
Above Hasbro, below Figworks.
Oh.
Okay.
They're about $40 figures. The materials are better than Hasbro. They come with more accessories than Hasbro. The paint is better applied than Hasbro. But the materials are not as good as SH Figuarts, and like to quote my good pal Justin, the fit and finish is nowhere near as good. Like the joints don't move as smoothly. One of my Stormtrooper has like a warped leg. It looks like he's fucking knock-kneed. It's a mess.
I got damaged in war or something.
Yeah, I mean, he must have, because this guy. I mean, I'm gonna review him soon, but I'm gonna try to take a blow dryer to him to see if but I don't know. It's a lot of warping going on there, and I think it's in the actual joint, not in like the plastic mold. So I'm not sure how it's gonna do.
Review that shit straight out of the box, just like that.
No, I am. I'm gonna take the blow dryer to it during the review.
I just hold on a minute. I'll be right back.
Just one of those sped up videos that you do.
Yeah. Play the music.
2 hours later.
I got
Still ain't moved yet.
I got still no shit. I got Clone Wars on Blu-ray box set, special ultra mega ultimate mega director's cut mega super edition.
What movie?
Clone Wars, the complete season, the series.
Does it have a attach on George Lucas' neck?
It actually comes with a piece of George Lucas's neck.
Well worth it. Well worth it.
And a digital file of it, so you can like download it. And
what?
Then you got to download the app that corresponds to it, so you can add it to your family pictures.
No, that's awesome.
And I got Star Wars Rebels Season 1. I've been watching that. That's quite good. And let's see, I got something else. I got to look at Fans Toys Shrapnel.
And
it's great.
I still gotta watch your review. But...
No worries. It's great. You skip it. I told you it's good. Get it. Buy it. It's good to go.
Is Bombshell or better? Same.
Well,
part.
this was a test shot. So Bombshell, like the fit and finish, I feel like I got to pay this guy tonight, is better. But I don't have any need for concern that it won't be sorted. I think the one that I have is the one that's kind of been making the rounds.
Oh, it's a little slut. Okay.
Yeah. And I gotta do, and I got the chance look at the KFC reflector tech shot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it was one of those things where like I gotta review it and then submit it for approval from, you know what I mean?
What?
Yeah, like I got to look at Beachcomber too.
You have to submit it for fucking approval?
Yeah, because he doesn't want them reviewed.
I wonder why.
Right. Well, in all honesty, like I gave the Beachcomber one pretty good marks. This reflector one, it's like this is the very first prototype of it, and like there's a lot of potential there, like, you know, but like it's not painted, it's not, you know, it's the one we've been seeing in pictures, I guess.
Oh, great looking.
It's just impossible. It's fucking impossible to give a review of it.
Possible toys.
You know, because it's not a finished piece. You know what I mean? Like it's so far from being finished that like I could put it up and just say fuck the world, and you know, but to be honest, it wouldn't be the truth. So that's why
paint it.
That's why I'm not doing it.
Spray paint.
You just fucking paint it.
Send it back.
Yeah.
Here, I helped y'all out.
Hey, Bobby, do me a favor. Could you stink palm one of these figures while I make
my God.
just stink palm one, you know?
Oh, that smells like shit.
And then
This come from the KFC factory?
My daughter drew me a picture of R2D2.
That was fantastic. I saw that.
Yeah, man. Like all the little wires and stuff are in there and everything. So like I'm gonna frame that and get it up in my basement.
Details.
It looked like the Studio Ox.
No, what? No, he's right. I agree with you, actually.
Yeah, that was my first impression.
And then my wife got me a couple shelves, floating shelves, and a new backdrop for 2016.
Hover shelves.
So that's that.
A new backdrop.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch it up every year.
All right.
So it's gonna be white this year, not black.
Well, it's a gray right now.
It's going to gunmetal gray, battleship gray.
But it won't. I think it'll be gray all next week. And then every Friday for a while, you might see the gray pop back up. But after next week, it should be brown. Oh fuck! I didn't want to let that out yet. Fuck it.
Oh, spoilers.
Shattercast exclusive.
Yeah, I'm not editing it out.
No, don't.
I can't do it.
That's fine. It's added bonus for those that listen to the show.
Make it the name of the episode, please.
Brown up. Fuck. Should have let that out.
So that's it.
All right, Matthew, what did you get?
Man, I can't top that, man. But I didn't get anything. Shit. Oh, I just transformed Bombshell Grenader for the first time to bug mode. Fucking awesome.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, it
I
is.
just want to say that.
The legs were a little scary the first time, aren't they?
I got scared. Yeah, a little doing the head, trying to move the head, you know, to put it back into the to his chest. Kind of got scared a little bit trying to move around there, and then the waist. My waist is tight like a tiger.
Yeah, mine was too.
Like really tight. Like I was afraid to even move it. It was so hard. I was like, oh my god, it makes us snap this in half. But I worked a little bit, and it's better now. And like I said, when I was trying to transform, move the head down, I didn't want to pop that little his little gun off his head. But other than that, it was pretty cool. It's an easy transformation. I may actually do a review on him. I don't know. I may do it for him and match him up with the G1 stuff and everything. Bring Hasbro into it too a little bit. So, but yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, I didn't get anything. So.
All right. I just want to say on that note that John Garringer, you're wrong. You broke your toy. That doesn't mean that you have to knock it down the scale. Although
and
I do
didn't win
appreciate
that
picking my.
Galvatron either. So thanks, John.
Yeah.
No, but you're right, Lenny. Lenny, listeners. John Garinger, he did his top 10 of the year, and he's like, number 5 or number 4 is Fans Toys Bombshell, and he's like, this was gonna be number 1 or number 2, but you see, he fell off the shelf, and his head broke, and I fixed it. He broke it 4 times, and it still looks good. I'm like, that's a reason to make it number 1, you know.
I do appreciate him picking my favorite character as number 1 though. So, but still, that's a way better toy than the Galvatron. Anywho, Justin, what did you get?
Well, let's see. I got 4 shoulder cannons for the G1 Scorponok for a damn good price from a good friend of mine. So yeah, I think I gotta pull that Scorponok out of storage, but I'm pretty sure I have a complete Scorponok finally.
Yay.
So that makes me happy.
Congratulations.
Nice.
That's a good.
Oh, shit.
It's hard to find those little pieces. That and Tripticon? Trying to find those little pieces?
Tripticon, I was a little
hard.
smarter about and got most of his stuff right from the get-go because it tends to be cheaper to just, buy it right away as opposed to piece it together later. Mm-hmm. You don't realize that when you first get into collecting them.
Yeah, those little guns, they're hard to find. They can cost a little bit, sometimes.
Yeah. And then I picked up Road Rage, and to my dismay, she doesn't come with a goddamn flight stand. Like
how do you like them apples?
They took out Raoul. They changed Blaster to Sound Blaster, which I'm cool with. And then you have that. Oh yeah, Twin Cast. I'm sorry. And then you got the new gun. And the way the gun is, it like molds around the hand, kind of. So like the grip on it is pretty terrible. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you just have to see when you see it, but yeah,
So
I mean, it
charges
looks
the same
nice.
price too.
Yeah, it looks nice.
What about the nose gun? Is it like a dildo or a tampon now?
It's the same thing. So.
Well, the gun is it was like the G1 Trax reissue that you got from Toys R Us. Or I've seen that gun before. I think either it came with that or the Road Rage that it came.
I think Greg said that it was the actual gun that came with the original G1 toy, but I don't know. Okay. I don't have mine handy to confirm that. So
I think it came from the reissue. I think too. I don't know.
I thought he said that's Trax's gun.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is Trax's
gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they left that flight stand out because they're now sold separately.
Yeah,
at your local retailer. So
gave you one. Now go ahead and buy the others.
Yeah, we'll give them a taste.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's interesting because it looks like they came up with a different way to mount the gun under the car. I haven't tried it, but I think it completely blocks the flight stand port. So yeah, I don't know how useful that is. We'll see. So, but it's a good looking figure. So what can you do?
Did you get yourself a red Bumblebee as well?
Mm-mm.
No,
the hell with that.
Oh, did you get the? I'm sorry. Did you get the cop?
I do. That is in my pile of loot, and
okay.
I hit it today, so that should hopefully be hitting soon.
Clamp down, right?
Speaking of things that hit the pile of loot, who was expecting? Did anyone else see the TSD guys drop today?
I saw them. People were talking about it.
Yeah, I was like, holy crap! I didn't.
Two of them actually.
Yeah, that hurt, man. I was like, what the fuck? Come on.
Hey.
Yeah, because we didn't see any. I mean, the only thing we saw was test shots of it. We didn't see no boxing of it or.
Yeah, it was a real quick drop, and yeah, I was looking at the bill and like, oh, December has been terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
In typical TFC fashion, they've made their money off Robert, and now they can release 2 toys at once, and they probably won't release another one for 6 months.
Yeah,
no, he doesn't. He's their biggest fan.
Yeah, I got the Ironhide, and I got the fucking Hound, which I promptly mailed away forever.
Gave away.
No, but who's in on the Leo Kaiser? Who's getting that?
I'm in.
Me.
Yeah,
I'm in just because, I didn't even have enough time to consider it when they both dropped today.
It's like,
do I, don't I? Usually, like, BBTS has been doing the, like, hey, this is coming in soon to make
10 days,
ready. And then they're like, yeah, fuck you, boom. Like,
I haven't got one of those emails in a while for anything.
What do you think? Is he, Hercules size, Superion size, or is he
bigger personally? But I don't know. It's gonna be hard to say. I feel like in this current age of characters, I feel like they're gonna make them bigger this time. So
I'd actually be okay with him being the regular TFC combiner height, because then he will stand at a pretty good scale with Star Saber. So
yeah, I mean that'd be cool too. You know,
that one I'm okay with.
I don't remember.
All right, Robert, what did you get?
I got Anal Kiss, MMC, and
what is
I like Anarchist.
Oh, okay. I thought you said anal kiss.
I thought he did too.
He did say anal kiss.
No, you just got butt on the
No,
brain.
he said it. He said it. Go back and listen when you get on Friday. You'll hear it.
And I got Tyrant. And there's no instruction booklet. I thought originally, like, I just didn't get the chain for the matrix around his neck. And everybody's like, oh, it's loose in the box. Look on your floor. And then Tyler L. shot me a message. He's like, look in the instruction booklet. It's in there. And I'm looking in the box. I'm like, I don't have a fucking instruction booklet.
Damn.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
pretty good stuff.
You got gypped.
Yeah, I don't look at the instructions, so I didn't even notice it. I hate those.
Do you want my chain?
No, that's okay. Keep your chain.
Because I don't want it. All that stupid fucking matrix.
Tony's gonna send me another one. He's like, just send me a picture of the defective item. I'm like, the defective item is nothing.
It's non-existent.
I'm like, do you mean I
Tony.
just sent you a picture of the empty box? And he said, yeah, the factory wants to see that.
Just send a picture of your
It was
hand.
just
Take
an
a picture of
automated
your hand.
response.
Well, what if I'm like, no figure came in? Look, empty box. I hate those hands. Sorry to cut you off.
No, I'm cutting you off. So it's
I hate those fucking hands. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, they've got those fucking weird KFC ball-jointed fingers.
They come
Do
off
they?
so easily.
Yeah. Well, none of mine have come off, but I'm careful with my toys. So. No,
You
well,
say
because I lost a couple of fingers off my MP Soundwave way back in the day. So
that's hardcore collecting. Losing some fingers to Soundwave.
yeah. Don't fuck around.
Two things. One, I forgot to mention, my wife did get me a Jason Solo 3 3/4 for Christmas, which is like another grail of mine. Right up there with Zorana.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were mentioning that like last week or something like that.
Yeah, because like I knew it was coming, but I still had to act surprised. You know what I mean? Because like we're signed to the same eBay account. You know, so like I'm at work and I'm eating dinner and I look down at my phone and I see, congratulations, you just bought Jason Solo. And I'm like, oh, all right, cool.
It's been like that here for Christmas too, because Amazon's like, hey, this was delivered. I'm like, thanks, Amazon.
Exactly. Exactly. And the other thing is, I just had a guy comment on a video of mine. It was my Computron video, and all he wrote was "MGO is better." So I just replied to it, and I said, "But can he juggle?" Just leave it at that. Anyway, all right. Sorry.
I wish I could
All right,
just come responses.
You will.
Did you get anything else, Robert?
I got little QT Transformers. I got a Sunstreaker and Drift. That's it. Little Waterhead babies. They go with my little Waterhead baby Metroplex. And you know what? You know what's weird? They make all the Autobots, like all of them, and they make the Seekers, not the Coneheads, and they have Shockwave and Megatron, but they're cars, so I can't bring myself to buy them. Like, you know.
Like bot shots.
Yeah, they're just big bot shots.
These are cute.
I bought some bot shots.
All right, that's it.
Okay, and I did not get a single thing, so we can move along. All right, Matt, this is for you, buddy.
What?
Movie news. We don't get this very often.
Yeah.
Movie Bumblebee and Optimus vehicles are going to sell for more money than you have.
I'm getting them.
Except if you're Matthew Baldwin.
I'm getting Bumblebee.
That's going to show up to TFCon with the Optimus Prime truck pulling Bumblebee. You know what? No, Matt's not getting it. But if they were actually selling the like S17 or whatever Starscream is, I guarantee you he'd be showing up at that shit.
That thing, I'd be flying that thing everywhere. I'd learn how to fly it.
I wonder why they're selling them.
Are these movie props? Or,
okay. Yeah. Yep, the Optimus Prime was used in the first 3 films, it says. And the Bumblebee is the one from Age of Extinction.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I wonder how much they're going. Are this like eBay or are they?
No, they're on that Barrett Jackson auctions. If you're not really familiar with them, they deal with a lot of like classic and high value cars, and the people there have more money than brains. I feel like half the time they're like, oh, you know, they're super particular about it. Like, yeah, this one has the matching windshield wipers from 1967. You know, like, yeah, it's
Okay.
It's pretty absurd.
Yeah, these will fetch a pretty high dollar probably.
I'm guessing Michael Bay needs to fund the disposal of his dead hookers. So
Somebody's got to do it.
yeah.
It is below. Yeah, too rich for my blood.
Yeah.
Good luck. Whoever gets them.
I'm just more curious as to like see like in this imaginary world that I've created, the guy just gave up being a Transformer movie fan and was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just getting rid of these.
He's like that guy that collected all the Bay figures and he's like, nah, I think I want to start collecting third party. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Can't do this anymore.
I love that. I love seeing that like trade or sale posts where it's like just a fucking screenshot full of 100 Bayformers and like willing to trade for third party and MP.
You don't say.
You see that every day.
I love
What do you
that.
mean? I'll give you 10 of my Michael Bay stuff for your, MP Thundercracker that costs $300. Why not?
Why not?
It's a good deal. You get 10 Transformers for one. Go fuck yourself.
You know what I really love is the dude that has them all still in sealed box, and he just looks at the wall of fucking shit boxes now, like, who? Didn't even get to fucking play with them.
That's me. Like,
No, it's not. You play with your toys, Matthew.
I do. Oh, fuck. Conventions. Yay.
We have convention news. We got some of that as well for you, Matt.
Sweet.
All right. Roll out roll call 2016 dates announced.
Oh, wait. Where's this? At?
This is in London.
Oh, I'm not going to make that one.
Oh, why not?
I don't ride on sharks, first of all, like you do. And
That's a long shark ride for me, even.
Yeah, that's.
I think it's a longer shark ride for you, isn't it, than it is for us?
Yep.
Yeah,
definitely.
that's right. Yeah, that'd be oof. You get to go around Africa. And, yeah, be a good ride.
Yeah, well, it would. Well, that's actually where all the great whites are. So,
That's where you have to.
go right around Africa and come up the coast.
So this one is one got canceled, didn't they? One of theirs.
Yeah. What was that one called? That was another UK convention.
Ah, shit. What was the name of it? Fuck. Something. I forgot.
Auto Assembly?
Yeah, Auto Assembly.
Yeah.
That got canceled, so they still have this one going, which is cool. I mean, that's cool. Emily, whatever. She knows who she is. She's my favorite girl over there. And we're shark buddies too.
Emily, like she's plural of herself.
She is plural. We're shark buddies now, so we're gonna start a shark club. Yeah, we're gonna start a shark club.
Your shark buddies?
Yeah, we like the KFC sharks.
Oh, they said shart.
No, oh, gross, dude.
Did
Really?
you just shart? Me too.
No. Let's Instagram it. I guess whoever wants to go to this, good. I hope you have fun.
And it looks like it's as big into G.I. Joe as it is Transformers, so that's good.
Yeah.
Little Hasbro convention for them.
Well, it's good that at least they have something because, like, I think that auto assembly was kind of a big deal. And,
Yeah.
And I was sad to hear it go because it sounded like it was kind of like a very grassroots, fan-driven convention.
Yeah.
That had been around for quite a while too, hadn't it?
Yeah. So anyway, I'm like, I don't know what happened with the Brits last year. Maybe Emily can help us, but like between like the Underbase podcast kind of disbanded. I mean, they didn't properly disband. They kind of like went on hiatus, but they used to do like they had like 3 to 6 British/Irish folks, but they used to do breakdowns of like every book, like every IDW book that came out, and they were fucking awesome. Like they went like almost panel by panel and then like gave a synopsis as far as what they thought at the end, and then gave like a number out of 5 or whatever what they thought of it. So like they kind of disbanded, and then Auto Assembly disbanded. It just like was like, damn, like, you know, it just felt like they were taking their fandom was kind of taking a licking.
I wonder which one was bigger, that one or this show.
Yeah, that I don't know. Maybe we got a Cable, Mr. Cable. Also, GF. I don't want to put his name out there, but he gives us a lot of like lowdown info on like wheeling and dealing that goes on over there. Like he's in that circle. So, and you know, so
I think we should have Emily on, or a female at least. You know, have a perspective of her. No, I mean she's cool. I mean she's cool as shit.
She is cool as shit.
She's awesome. I mean I would love to have her on. I know she'd been on ROC, you know, for a little bit, so she knows how to do the podcasting thing. So, I mean, it'd be cool if she came on to give the female perspective.
Her. And if there was any British person that wanted to come on and kind of get the perspective,
yeah,
as far as
any
like
yeah.
over there, you know, I'd be up for it. I can listen to British people talk all day. You know, not for nothing. I feel like if we were invaded by aliens.
They sound British?
No, but I think that like if it was like, let's say the Predator variety more so than like the ET variety, you know what I mean? Not like ones that are gonna hang out in your closet.
Scary looking.
Ones that are like coming to fucking get you.
Get ya.
I kind of feel like we should send a Brit as our global representative. You know what I mean? It kind of feels. I kind of
like Canadian.
I kind of feel like it's the. I kind of feel like the proper ones are kind of like the best we have to offer as a planet. Not to say they don't have their own bullshit, but it just feels like if they showed up in a suit and talked the talk, like and had nice teeth,
top hat,
I kind of feel like they can make a difference. Anyway,
that's racist.
I don't know how I feel about having another foreigner on the show, but if it's going to be anyone, I'd like it to be Emily.
I know, but not to take over. I mean, just to have on, you know, just because see where Brit's at, you know, in the collection, you know, the collecting game. We know where Australia is. You know, you cover that, Lenny.
Yeah.
You are Australian. Man.
You should get a Kiwi. Really piss Lenny off.
Same thing.
Okay. What else?
All right, the fans have spoken. Too bad they are the minority.
What was the minority? I mean, isn't most of the people saying that they think it's good that it's lost?
Actually, well, it's winning. I mean, a lot of more people are voting yes than no.
Yeah, I think, I don't know.
How's that a minority? Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who made these show titles?
Maybe it was Bedbugs.
Probably.
Actually, did he start it?
Jeez.
I'm not sure.
87% say yes.
Yeah. Like,
Suck on it, TSCC.
I love the surprise being voiced by the fucking Fun Pub fans.
I like the unsure. Like, you know what? Don't know.
Maybe that's unsure or don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I like that better. I like that option better.
Because I would have definitely ticked don't give a fuck.
I mean, do y'all think that they're going to go away, or they're still going to stay in somehow, or it's going to just they're going to go a new way and you know, there's going to be a new convention, new subscription, or new club, or whatever. Because they said they shut down their subscription. You know, next year is the last year that you know, you can be on their toy list or whatever.
That makes me so sad. Not at all.
The way they've dealt with their customers, based on what I've heard you guys say, and just the way what I've observed, how they deal with even their critics, they deserve to fucking go down in flames. I fucking hate them. Just their attitude. Just
they are assholes.
They are. It's like, go fuck yourself. Fail.
Well, I can tell you, like, right now, you know, based on their business practices, I would not even slightly be surprised for them to be like, yeah, we're going to do one more subscription service thing next year, and then that's it for us. And then just take your money and you never hear from them again.
Like a thief in the night.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to get my C-Dub stuff. God.
Get all that money in an offshore account and file for bankruptcy. Boom. We're out.
I don't know if they're, you know, because they're, you know, the guy who runs it, you know, everybody knows he's Savage. He is more into the G.I. Joe side.
Correct.
So I wonder if are they going to still be doing the G.I. Joe stuff and just lose the Transformers, or are they losing everything? I don't know. I got a guy here. His name's Mike. Everybody knows him, Autobot City. He's close with them, so I could ask him. I don't know if they're going to lose both licenses.
I think he'd be heartbroken to lose that G.I. Joe license because that's like.
Oh yeah, he would.
Well, here's the thing though, with Hasbro not really doing much for G.I. Joe, do you think they care?
Probably not.
They may have said we're done with Transformers and you're not doing G.I. Joe either because we're not sinking any money into it.
Yeah, that's a possibility, I guess. But you would think they'd be grateful that somebody gave a fuck. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, who wants to tackle this? Well, we do. Like, well, no, we are getting a chance. Well, we still like G.I. Joe. Come on.
I mean, in fairness, though, their G.I. Joe stuff tends to be better, more love put into it than the Transformers stuff.
Fuck yes. Like, their accessories beat everything that Transformers has put out in the past year.
Yeah.
Is there a Cobra Con or anything along those lines, or do they just piggyback off Transformer conventions?
No, they do. Yeah, they do throw a G.I. Joe Con. It's it's smaller than what the BotCon is.
I think there's Joe Con, right?
That's Joe Con. That's theirs.
Okay, that's theirs. But then there's also Joe Lana. Like Rob Springer goes to that. Like he kind of makes a presence.
That might be a fan run.
Right, but I'm saying at least there's at least there's a couple. And I think that's a small thing too. But yeah, it's got a little buzz behind her.
Yeah, a little bit. I know some people that go to them. They're not as big as BotCon, but like I said, they do put more emphasis and love into the product than they want to do Transformers, which is really sad. They should have maybe split up the company. Find people that actually like Transformers, do that side, and people like G.I. Joe do that side, and maybe they would have been more successful.
Well, I gotta say, I really think it's got to come down to the cost to make these things because Hasbro, I was thinking about this the other day. There was a period. Okay, so Hasbro's G.I. Joes they make are fucking great figures. They're well articulated, they're well sculpted, they're well painted. They come with a shit ton of accessories. It's on the money. Their Black Series are really good figures, well painted, fairly well articulated, well sculpted. Lots of individual molds. Their Marvel, not the Legends, but the little 3 3/4 ones. Those things are fucking badass. A lot of those have tons of paint, articulation, et cetera, et cetera. Their 3 3/4 when they gave a fuck about their 3 3/4 Star Wars figures, and their Walmart exclusives that they're still making that are well articulated 3 3/4. Those are top shelf figures. Their Marvel Legends are hit or miss. But their fucking Transformers are just it's just like the poor kid at the party.
Stepchildren.
Well, if I had $1 billion,
I thought you did.
Did you ever see that Louis C.K. bit about shit ass pet fuckers?
No.
No, it's funny. Check it out. Look up shit ass pet fuckers or Starbucks on YouTube, and you see this.
I'm afraid I'll get arrested or something. The cops show up on my desk.
No, the idea.
Top that in there.
Whatever. I'm not going to repeat his bit, but similar in that vein. Lenny inspired me. I'm like, wow, Cobra Con. If I had $1 billion, I would just start multiple third-party companies to make just my own line of everything G.I. Joe, and then I would have multiple G.I. Joe unofficial cons all around this guy's G.I. Joe con wherever he has one.
Because G.I. Joe actually has a bit of a third-party thing. It's nowhere near like Transformers. Justin knows more about it. Go ahead.
They've actually got some really interesting things in kind of a third-party vein. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the Valkyrie task. They had the Marauder Task Force and now the Valkyrie Task Force, which are super articulated. Well, not super articulated, but better articulated G.I. Joe sized figures that have all these modular pouches and holsters and all this stuff. It's pretty ridiculous. I've been meaning to do a review on them for a little while because I have the Marauders and just recently backed the Valkyries, which I don't know when their drop date is, March or something like that. But it's pretty interesting. And this Marauder site, they have Marauder gun runners or something like that, and they have all kinds of crazy realistic G.I. Joe scaled guns and accessories like a laptop in a briefcase type thing, and like it's pretty interesting the stuff that they do.
I'd love to see a review of that stuff.
Yeah. So one of these days I'll actually sit down and do it. I'm trying to figure out how I would do the Marauder one best, because obviously they're all the same like core body, you know.
Right.
So, but we'll see. So, and they've done things like it's like the Virtuvian hacks or something like that, which is like G.I. Joe character, like G.I. Joe sized characters like a Medusa and like Roman gladiator armors and stuff like that. Like, it's pretty impressive, the stuff they've done.
Have they done any vehicles as well, or just
no, just the characters right now. So, and then there's also those what the hell are they called? The Acid Rain or something like that. Like, those are weird. They're like somewhat Transformers, somewhat G.I. Joe.
There's a Facebook group out there called Keep It 100, which I thought is a bizarre name for a toy customizing group. But I think what they mean is like put 100% into the customization. Anyway, I say that to say this. There's a heavy emphasis on G.I. Joe customizing in that group. But the shit that they do is like ridiculous. Like, they've made them, like, they've almost like created their own fucking universe of G.I. Joe where everything is like hyper real. Like all their Joes are like a lot of their Joes are painted in like combat fatigues, or like you know, like more like accurate tactical gear, and you know, but they're the same character. It's some pretty cool stuff that goes on in that group. If you're a G.I. Joe fan, I highly recommend that group.
Nice. All right. I guess we can move along to third-party news. KFC makes some junk. No, seriously. Well, no, I mean, on purpose this time. Thanks for that one, Greg.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got the Junkions from KFC.
Oh, I can't wait for these.
All right.
I don't know why people shit on
Anybody
KFC.
think they're a little bit on the big side?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Do we have a scale reference?
Yeah, you got Ultra Magnus.
Ultra Magnus.
Oh, that's a bizarre choice, isn't it?
Whoa.
Well, you know what? All
I
right.
think that's right.
Yeah. Here's the okay. So this is a separate discussion, but like, I think they're gonna match up with Unique Toys Blur.
Yeah.
And I think Unique Toys Blur is the right size. Like, he may not be Sumbo right, but he's right.
Right? Are they gonna be the same height?
I think they're gonna be taller than MP10. Does that feel right to you guys?
I gotta see. Like, I think it's really bizarre that they left Rodimus out of this picture.
Which Rodimus would you use? Carrie?
Well, I would use Carrie because my Masterpiece Rodimus isn't on my proper shelf anymore.
Right.
But, you know, those sizes are comparable anyway. But I mean, like, I just find it bizarre that they don't have Rodimus there. You know what I mean? Because it seems like, why would you put Bumblebee and not Rodimus?
Maybe they didn't have him handy.
Or
They've got
they don't
Ollie
like,
in there.
or they don't like how he looks with him.
Yeah. Or they're just kind of, well, yeah, I don't know. Good question.
Are these final colors?
No.
No, in KFC, probably.
Honestly,
Are they
might be.
colors?
This is after all the paint chips off.
Yeah.
Yay. Oh, they're going to be shiny. Oh, yay.
I doubt it. If they were shiny, I'd be really excited, but I don't think they're going to go the shiny route anymore.
I don't think so.
Well, why would you want Junkions to be shiny?
True.
Well, as it flakes off, they look even better.
That's true, too. Good point,
Yeah.
Robert.
Wow. Yeah.
I think
they look good size.
Yeah, the fucking sculpts are fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah, that looks like Red Guard.
and you can see how much die-cast they've got in them.
Yeah,
without the paint on
thighs,
too, so
feet.
that's good. Hopefully those feet transform a little bit better than Scourge.
Yeah.
Is it just these two that are coming out?
Well, I'm sure there'll be more.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they had 4 planned, but the other 2 will probably just have different face sculpts on these 2 bodies again, I guess. With
I don't
maybe
know about the
different
belly button on on Red Guard. I don't know about that. Does he need a belly button?
Hey, Matthew, you made quite the impression on Rolling Steel on ROC this week. I'll have you.
Ah, he's a great guy.
He was like, I need more deluxe in my life. Do you have his number?
He's a great guy. I was on the hangout with him.
He came by the house. He came by the house for Skullfest.
Yeah, did he? Oh, that's cool. Well, yeah. I mean, he was over at Dust when we did the hangout the other night. He was over there, and Yeah, he's a great guy. Really nice guy.
But yeah, I think these sculpts are crazy, like crazy good.
Now,
Keith, if you're listening, just quit it with the fucking ball jointed fingers.
Yeah, stop.
We're done with that shit.
Stop it, Mac.
Separate too. Quit selling them separate.
Yeah, look at all those little tiny pieces that are going to be floating in the pop.
I know. Either take a page out of fucking Fans Toy Stomp book, or fucking just do the fucking typical Masterpiece thing with the single hinge.
Now, do you guys think at this point there's a difference between X-Transbots and KFC in terms of their product? I mean, look, if you hold a shark in your hand, it's so much different than a Polygon. I mean, it just feels like it was made by a different factory or whoever.
Yeah, but I don't feel like there's that much difference between Blaster and a Polygon.
Yeah. I think it comes down to the scale that they're producing.
Yeah.
I think these are going to feel a lot more like a Polygon than your sharks.
Well, I'll tell you, like, the reflector feels great. Like, like the tolerances and stuff aren't worked out because it's a test shot, but like he's a heavy figure. He's got die-cast feet. The joints, like the ratchets and the hips, are fucking perfect. Like, there's a lot of good there. It's just like, I feel like Keith is so close to cracking the code, but just like can't get right.
He goes a little tart sometimes.
Yeah, I don't, somehow he finds a way to throw it all away in the ninth inning.
Yeah, like the Dallas Cowboys, they're so close sometimes, but just not there.
But at least the shit is presentable. Like, Blaster's presentable, Scourge presentable. Like it's not like they're fucking Polygon presentable. All of them at the very least are presentable. It's not like the tapes that are like not. Like they are making an improvement. They just haven't quite cracked the code yet.
What do y'all think of the spikes on the tires? And Redguard riding him, he looks a little big. like it's a tricycle for him. I mean, you see that one picture where he's at the gun?
It looks absurd.
I'm like, whoa!
It looks like Dad's riding a kid bike.
Oh Lord!
You know what?
Yes.
Go ahead, Matt.
No, I'm done. Sorry.
I was gonna say, like, honestly, this is a case where I feel like Hasbro's done the relative size scaling between the robot and its own motorcycle mode better.
Oh, yeah. It was.
In that shot, the wheels don't touch the ground. The body does in the middle.
Yeah, it looks like it's popping a wheelie trying to, but not
the
really.
Spikes on the ground? See, that's what I can't tell.
In that one shot, going wee, no. And in the other shot where he's sideways, the front wheel's down, and the middle and bottom of the bike is touching, very much so, and then the back wheel's up.
Yeah, he's like the Redguard's pulling him down a little bit in the back. He's a big fella. It's like me riding a tricycle.
And look, you gotta tuck his kibble up to get him on there.
Oh.
Yeah, tuck that kibble back.
You're right, Bob. He's almost there, but just damn.
Sparks are flying.
Well, he'll be fine. I'll never have him in bike.
Oh no, they won't be like this.
I'll never have him.
Really?
Yeah,
fuck them.
You got too many TFC masterpieces to buy.
Yeah, I'm in on them. Right, I'm done.
I mean, I didn't see the bigness, when Lenny was like, matching up to everybody. But yeah, when they're in bike mode, yeesh. I'm gonna get them. I like them. They look nice.
We've got your third-party counterpart at the top of the comments too, Bobby. Scale face.
Oh yeah, ORRR.
Yeah.
Long time listener to the show. Actually, shout out to him real quick. He told me he linked us to some wiki page the Shattercast is on.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, but there's a ton of information that's totally wrong. But hopefully after episode 100, somebody will go in there and fix that. But
I saw that too.
Yeah, but yeah, still interesting. I've learned to RRR. I think can rub people the wrong way, but I've learned to love them. Iron Factory Armored Tactical Staff images. But look, Greg had nothing for this one.
Alright, so we're moving on.
I don't even know what to title this one. Like, when I was making them, like, Iron Factory Datsuns? Like, they're not, like, they're really not, but whatever.
Cybertron Datsuns.
I think these are fixed to actually come out, I think.
Yeah, they look good.
Yeah.
I'm getting them.
Go ahead, Robert. Go ahead.
I was a little downtrodden when I realized, because I had mixed them up in my head, that Hulky is the X9, because the Iron Factory, their joints stand up much better. I mean, you'd think, well, neither of these, sub companies would ever have been putting out, figures, legend size figures for long, but already, the Legends scale DX9 stuff, the joints are looser. They don't stand as well. They're not as posable. But the Iron Factory, they're like brand new, and they're much more posable. And I think the plastics is sturdier. It's a tight race there, but
yeah, the Overlord is really awesome for Iron Factory.
Yeah, and the Iron Factory are the ones that transform into toilets as well, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And they have tons of weapons that you can add on to whatever toilets. Yeah, other toilets.
Yeah.
Shitters, whatever you want to do.
Right.
Different toilets.
Different kind of toilets. Porta potties, if you want to go on the road.
Dude, my buddy Adam's got this thing called a squatty potty or some shit. It's like,
oh, I saw that infomercial.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like the perfect shitting position.
Oh, a unicorn. You're shitting out ice cream.
Is that right?
Oh, is that one?
I don't
is
know.
that the one?
Lenny
Mike
shared that one time.
No, Mike shared it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
Mike shared it, and he wanted me to do a voiceover.
Yeah, it's like it's like this thing you put at the bottom of your toilet that makes your knees pop up closer to your chest. It's supposed to be the perfect anatomic position for shitting, like how you would have shit in the wilderness or whatever. But he showed it to me, I started laughing at it because I think it's fucking absurd. And I was like, "Do you like it?" And then he took me down to the basement. He had already bought a second one for the second bathroom.
Best thing ever.
Oh god.
That commercial's where they have a unicorn using it and it's shitting out rainbow ice cream and the guy's giving it to all the kids.
Yeah.
That's funny. I mean, I need to try it actually.
Adam's definitely a believer.
All right, Generation Toys, Constructicons, C and D.
All right.
Yeah, I've got my reservations about this set now.
You have no reservations or a few?
I'm just the tracks. Why did they have to do two different colored tracks?
That's a fucking bummer.
Yep.
Why are they doing the Staying Alive dance or walk? The third picture, he's like, "Staying alive, staying alive."
The only saving grace is that the inside bits are all black.
Yeah. Yeah, the actual tread is black, right?
Well, yeah, but the bit that you're going to see on his shoulders, one's going to be purple, one's going to be green. So,
I'm still feeling good about it. I think it's
that bulldozer mode looks fucking sweet.
Yeah, these alt modes look nice.
Yeah, they do.
I like that. A lot of detail into this. Yeah, get some Repro, whatever. Gonna make it tight.
Well, the good news is it'll pretty much be the alt mode sitting on the shoulder. So if you like the alt mode, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Man, he's just all purple down below. He's purple rain down there. Look at that. God,
yeah.
No other color at all.
And the forearm piece, the little black trailer that they can tow behind them, that for some reason they've got attached to the robot mode pics, obviously comes off. So
thank God.
Yeah, thank God, because that looks fucking stupid.
I hate the little trailers, but on the other hand, if that's what they use to make them look okay, that's fine with me. I can leave the trailers out when I'm not doing anything with them.
Yep.
I'm not the type of person who's parts forming,
Right, me neither.
So, whatever. You've integrated it in a way you can use it. I'm never going to do it, but whatever. So.
Hey, Justin, you think they got snack packs and Lunchables in their little things?
Probably.
Why is there a fucking head? They come with an extra head?
Oh, they do. Yeah.
You see that it's the third to last photo?
I'm making my way there.
Huh.
Oh yeah, we've got. I think they probably listen to Shadowcast and heard our complaints about the head sculpts. So
Absolutely.
Thank God, finally somebody did.
Yeah.
Generation
Making an
Toys know
impression
what's
on
up.
that. Yeah, they do. I believe that's a more cartoon accurate head, right? This is the main one we complained about.
Yeah, that's a cartoon accurate head on Image GT Scavenger 04.
Yep.
And did they have one? But they don't have one for the Bone Crusher.
Is there any difference? Hold on.
Maybe it'll come with the next figure.
Because the Bone Crusher looks off too. But yeah, I think I do hate that purple and that green is gonna fucking piss me off.
Yeah.
Why do you think?
Justin, can you paint? Me and Bobby are sending our toys. Just one toy each. I think I would like the purple. I think I'd like them to both be purple.
And actually, you only need to paint one side of mine.
I actually don't even think it's gonna, like, for me, I don't think it's gonna be all that big of a deal, because, you know, since most of it is still black, I think it's gonna, for me, I'm not gonna have a problem. But it's just me.
I do like that old head though.
I kind of wish they would show a picture without the stuff on the back, because man, they are bulky on top. Like they missed leg day. These I would like to see without the backpack, because man, they got a lot of bulk in the top.
The sixth to last photo is very Studio Ox.
Sixth to last photo. Is that really the best you can do?
Are you talking about the sixth photo, or are you talking back? Which one are you?
The middle one.
Well, it is the middle one. It's the seventh from the first, or the sixth from the last.
Oh my God, what is it?
What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Can you describe what's going on?
He's got his gun pointed in the air.
Scavenger is pointing his gun in the air. Crotch is thrusting forward. Ebb is crunching down.
Yeah,
screaming Studio Ox.
It is very Studio Oxy, but I'm digging that ab crunch though. I'm
digging that crotch thrust.
Digging that crotch thrust.
And they both look like they've got some pretty decent shoulder articulation too.
Agreed.
Which, you know, Warbotron kind of shit the bed on.
Yeah, it does, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, they look good. And Bobby, look at those pistons, buddy.
You know I like a piston.
Yeah, you do. I'm still in. I'm still in.
I'm still in. This is going to be my Devastator. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm very excited for these guys.
Yeah. Yay.
Yay. All right. Comic news. Holy shit, we've just got all of these fucking MTMTE wins things. Me. Yes.
What did they win?
They won a comic award. Yeah.
Oh.
In a serial comic.
Good for them. James Roberts.
I actually got this via I'm friends with the artist on the other Transformers book on Facebook. And she was like, oh yeah, we won again for continued excellence. And then I read it. I'm like, that's not your book you're talking about.
It's really cool that your friends won.
Yeah. Wish I had friends.
No, I was saying to say to her.
No, I just wish I had friends.
Well, you know, I didn't want to be a complete cunt. She's
complete cunt. Oh my God, look. I can't wait to meet you next year. God damn.
Same here, buddy. No, that's really cool. You know, like, I think we've talked about the quality of this book dropping somewhat, but they won an award anyway, so that must mean there's been a lot of shit comics coming out this year.
Fuck all y'all. Well, yeah.
I'm not up to date with Mid-Me, I don't think.
Either am I. I've got the new trade, but I haven't read it yet.
I haven't even bought it. I just that other book sucks so much. I just can't be bothered right now.
Yeah. I'm still in on buying the whole lot, but it takes me about 3 weeks to sit through the 6 issues of the core Transformer book.
Oh God, so
I just put it back. I read like 3 pages, put it back on the shelf.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna buy. You know, like those Ultimate Editions they do. Like I'll buy it that way, and I'll
the big hard covers.
Yeah, but like I'm not buying the little trades of it anymore because I just don't give enough of a fuck.
Yeah, well, that's my collection. Like, if I was to start buying the big ones now, I'd have to fucking try and sell all the other ones. Ain't doing that shit.
Right.
So yeah, congratulations.
Job well
So congratulations.
All right, Hasbro news. Transformers Adventures. Not much of an adventure.
Yay!
Megatronus. Yeah.
What is this? Hold on, what is this? What are we looking at?
Megatronus.
Megatronus.
God. Is that Cyclone's step cousin? Yep, that's Cyclone's step cousin.
Oh,
It's
he's got a
diving board.
hollow fucking alt mode, doesn't he?
It's a big diving board, that's all it is.
This frog thing looks like reminds me of one of those GoBots back in the day. Actually, you know what? It looks like that one GoBot. Oh God, what was its name? I can't remember. I think it was Zod, maybe. In combination with, and this is another very obscure reference, I guess. There was a Ghostbusters yellow Volkswagen Beetle that turned into like a praying mantis ghost.
I had
like
that. I fucking had that thing. I actually had a whole bunch of those toys. Yeah, well, the frog's like a fucking shout out to Springer, right? It's called Spring Load. It's green.
If I'm honest, a very small part of me wants the frog.
He's got Mickey Mouse ears.
It's so ridiculous. I kind of feel like I want it.
If I see it at Walmart, I'll get it. But yeah, he's got the hello ears.
Only at Walmart.
Yeah, only at Walmart. If I see it at
Target,
passing it up, Toys R Us, nah.
Done.
Now get my money. Walmart, you're there.
That back kibble's going to catch more flies in his mouth, so I guess it's functional.
You know, it's funny how we can't. We've been doing the R&D stuff for about a year now, and it just we've run out of stuff to say about it. But like, it's so quiet. You know, like right now we're just at that awkward moment of the show where it's like we really don't have anything to say about this stuff. It's like
yeah, it's like it's just a mess.
Just a downtime.
It painted the rims.
Hey. You ask for more paint. You ask for some lick of paint. There you go. Going on to
I'm
R&D.
not talking about this anymore. Hot box action.
All right.
Unite Warriors Grand Galvatron. Oh, fuck.
I can't wait to get this.
Oh fuck.
I'm so getting this. I have to.
Why did I have to do this? Oh yeah. There you go.
God, is he shitting fire? Oh. Holy shit. Oh, I hope maybe I can find the star screen. Maybe somebody will part this out.
I'm trying to get the fucking page to
Oh,
don't worry about that.
Don't sweat it.
Yeah. It's just a sample. It may not be the finished product, Lenny. Come on now. it might wow you later on.
Yeah. Well, I doubt it, but
God,
good luck to Kara.
Oh no, almost got
How many repaints can we get out of this shit?
There's some big programs running in the background here.
All right, we'll just wait for Bobby to say
Yeah,
this,
we'll wait for Bobby.
and then we can move on.
This is the Galvatron?
Yeah,
This is the one that's the same price as the Fans Toys Galvatron.
Oh, perfect.
No, it's more expensive.
Yeah, well, that's $5.
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's see what the people say about it. Break down a roller, really sweet. Yeah. Oh Lord, another Carl exclusive. Breakdown. Hey, this is weird, but it's kind of tempting. Like herpes. Like herpes.
Well then, that was unexpected.
Not sure if that's...
Go on, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not sure if Robo Geek 28's making fun or he's actually surprised.
Yeah.
It's a little bit hard to tell on these boards.
Oh, it is. I'm really liking them more than the rest. I bet you are.
I like this, but it's kind of hard to be committed to this. I may get this because I like the concept, but that would be the only reason.
Good time.
Oh, God, good stuff. Oh, yes.
That's time. Just reading the comments is probably the best thing.
All right, we've got more box art. What is this one?
More statues.
Posable statues.
Oh, posable statues.
Yeah, Rodimus.
Not for nothing, this Rodimus looks badass.
So this is the same company that's doing the posable Soundwave?
Yeah, same people.
Holy shit, that's a good looking Rodimus though.
Looks like Carrie.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Bobby, he looks pretty much like Carrie, no?
I mean, it's very similar, but like,
wingspan.
Look at them calves, Mac.
Yeah, Carrie's got some big fucking calf muscles too. That's very Studio Ox.
Yeah, this is fucking cool as shit looking though. I'll give it to him. Like, it's not for me. I won't be buying it, but I can't deny that it looks pretty fucking cool.
Comes with the Target Master, Bobby.
Well, now maybe I will.
What?
Yeah.
How much is this going to be? $349.99. Oh, the Matrix pose looks pretty good too.
Yeah, it's a good looking piece.
Man, I thought, when I looked at it, how he has his leg up on that thing, I thought that was his whole leg. I was like, God, that looks retarded.
Like he's got one of those horse leg joints.
I know, but it's just his foot on the thing. I was like, oh, okay, no, that's all right.
So, all right. So the other posable Soundwave thing was just different hands and arms, wasn't it? And maybe.
I think so. Yeah.
This thing's whole fucking legs get swapped out, so it's pretty much two statues.
What? Are you serious?
Both legs or just one leg?
Well, in that Matrix pose, that's definitely different than.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It's the left leg. It says change left leg.
Yeah, but that fucking right. Well, yeah.
I don't think it changes. I think it's just the left leg.
Change left leg.
Yeah.
Wow. That's just lazy. They don't even want to make an action figure.
It's not an action figure.
Look, you can say what you want. That shit looks good. Like, I think that looks way better than the Soundwave. Personally.
It's just a picture too, though. You may not. The final product might not be like that good.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's just a picture?
I don't know.
I don't know, Matt. I think it could be a cupcake.
Hope it's a cupcake.
Aww.
Everybody loves cupcakes.
This is also true.
All right. What do we got now?
Yes, I'm looking forward to this guy. I don't care.
Prime Generation 1 statue.
Oh, except for that pose. The first pose you see where he's on chicken leg. Oh, Lord. What the fuck? Hasbro. You had me, then you just had him in that first pose. Really?
How was that Generation 1?
Look at that tiger face.
Octopus cape makes me evil.
This is nothing like Generation 1.
No. It's red, and it's a truck. It's Generation 1.
Don't you get it?
Yeah.
This is like Orion Pax Bayformer.
Yeah.
What's going on with Megatron's cape?
Is it? Octopus is delicious, and you know it.
Yeah, it is.
They're
going with the tentacle porn.
They had to put the treads from ROTF Megatron somewhere.
Yeah.
That's movie nonsense. Not interested.
God, that is terrible.
They look,
actually, I gotta say that Megatron looks slightly better than movie Megatron, but it's still pretty shit.
Yeah.
What Megatron are you talking about?
I don't think they look bad. But...
Scroll down, Matt. It's below the Optimus.
Is it a picture? Is that a picture?
Are we looking at Sky Lynx or are we looking at... I'm looking at something else. Well, no shit. I'm looking at Sky Lynx. Oh, God. My bad. Oh, statues. Oh, okay. More statues.
Yeah.
I think...
Okay. It'll be funnier when you see Sky Lynx, when you see the pose, then okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, I know. I was just going to say, I think that they look... I think that they're good representations of those designs, I guess, but... I just don't give a shit about the design.
These are just drawings, though. I mean, they're just...
Are you sure?
They're just drawings.
Are you sure they're not tomatoes?
I promise.
Okay.
And it is not the final paint.
You have to paint them yourself. Alright, let's move on. C-Dub. Sky Lynx Stuff.
Okay, now that's going to be funny when you see the first picture of the chicken leg thing. Well, I thought y'all was talking about the Sky Lynx. My bad.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, wow. All right.
Look at that.
Oh God, that's him being territorial.
Let me see.
He's pissing on.
No, he's on those squatty potties.
I always mistakenly.
Also, the Lynx mode kind of looks like it's on a squatty potty. So
I always mistakenly call it the perfect pooper, but quickly corrected. Oh man, look at them legs! Yeah,
Look at it.
Get some, Sky Lynx.
Oh. You getting this, Matt?
Yeah. It'll be a substitute till something else comes out better.
And I have some newly found sympathy for you.
How is that?
I'm being sincere. Don't be all hussy.
Okay.
I recently got into a conversation about Star Wars, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the prequels came up, as they always tend to do. And in that discussion, I said, I just leveled with myself. Just got a little honest with me. Do you know what I mean?
Did you get in touch with yourself?
Got in touch with myself a little bit.
All right, cool.
And I was like, look, I love the prequels.
Oh.
And I was like, I don't think that they're well made. I acknowledge every problem with them, but I love the prequels because I love fucking Star Wars. And then as soon as I said it,
light went off.
Your face popped into my head. And I was like, this is how Matt feels about this shit. So I have a newly found sympathy.
Well, thank you. That's true.
I know where you're coming from now. I know that place.
So I think we just had a moment.
Let's have a little Star Wars digression here. This is not about the Force Awakens at all. I just wanted to ask you because if anybody, I think you could. If you don't know the answer to this, then no one does. I think. Did you follow the politics behind like the first three, the prequels? Did you follow the fucking trade embargoes and all that shit they were trying to do to explain how the Emperor was coming to power?
Yeah, I think that the politics of the first three is the best story in the first three.
But do you think they did a good job of conveying and explaining what was going on? Or
I guess maybe not, since it seems like you're confused.
Well, I'm kind of stupid.
No, you're not. You're not.
It moved kind of quickly though. Like just the.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I'll put it this way. I think that the political world is established better in episode 1. Like the political climate is established better in episode 1 than it is in episode 7.
How offended were you when you saw the ETs in the Senate?
I wasn't offended at all. I thought it was cool.
You thought it was cool?
Yeah, I did.
You didn't think it was like cheap?
No, I was like, man, that's fucking cool. Fucking ETs are there. I thought it was cool.
You grew
Were there
up
any predators or Geiger aliens floating around?
No, not that I noticed.
And last, and that's it. Okay. When Palpatine and Yoda are going at it, right, in the empty chamber pot. Emperor's fucking throwing UFOs at him, one after the other, right? 100 miles an hour. Senate seat UFOs, they were ETs.
Same thing.
And like the big, counterattack was Yoda picks one up. And he just gets one going.
And spins it.
And he's like, I can spin this, I can.
Yeah, I agree. Now, the reason why that doesn't bother me as much is because, to me, like, the political story of that trilogy is, like, the most important part of that trilogy. Like, I think it is where it shines, right? So that the whole thing kind of climaxes with Vader, fucking Yoda and the Emperor, like the two big bads of both sides from the original trilogy coming up through an empty Senate, battling it out on the fucking, Emperor's stand, for lack of a better term. Like, to me, that is a fucking orgasm moment.
One last thing.
I thought
Whoa. You've already had a lot of things.
You're already done.
Really quick.
You're done, Robert.
No, really quick, just an addendum. I mean, at the end of it, when Yoda is hanging, this guy can do flippity flips, spinnies all over the place.
Yeah.
He's hanging by his fingertips off of a UFO.
Correct.
and he can't do a force jump.
Or a Senate seat.
He weighs 5 pounds or 20,000, but he can't fucking flip. He can't fucking flip in that instance.
Yeah, I think that he takes that one tumble, and then he's just like, oh, gotta go. Like, you know, like this fight's obviously not for me. I think that's bullshit. You know, I don't like that either. You know.
Peace out, homies.
Yeah, I never cared for that even when the first time I saw it. But you know, still love it.
Star Wars. Does it say Starscream? I like it.
Exactly. Like, you know, like I love playing in that sandbox. You know, I don't give a fuck who's doing it. Like, I'd prefer it be good.
Cat shit in there or anything?
I don't care. Like, and plus, trust me, I've played in at least 2 sandboxes that were full of cat shit.
Really?
Episode 1 and episode 2.
Oh, they really did. I was like,
I thought him in real life.
no, me too. I was like, ugh.
So it's not like you know, like I'm not an apologist for them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to say they're good when they're not or whatever, like good movies. I just like fucking being in that world. You know, I'd prefer the movie be good than be shit, but I just like being there.
It happened. Just like the Transformers movies. It happened.
It's exactly like a Transformers movie. Except
I know
it's...
you're being sarcastic. Time to move on.
Yeah.
All right, we've also got some Sky Lynx in his Voyager packaging. If anyone wants to see that, there'll be a link as well.
I'm not combining it. I'm going to get it.
Oh, you can look at it, but it's just like every other Combiner Wars packaging. So.
I don't think I've ever seen Combiner Wars packaging. There we go.
You're full of shit.
Yeah, you have. You go to Walmart all the time.
They don't have Walmart in Brooklyn.
They don't? Well, you got to get mine somewhere.
The guy that created Walmart lived down the street from where he grew up.
No, they actually do not have a Walmart.
Where do you get your clients at, then?
My wife. Man. Hang on.
That's the funniest thing you've ever said, Matt.
Yeah, well landed, sir.
You know, for Christmas, I got a package from Amazon. A buddy of mine last year sent me a World, WST slag. Like he was in China or something, and he sent it to me. I was like, holy shit, what a nice present. And then this year, he sent me a box, and I opened it, and it was 2 C-Dub figures.
No, he didn't.
Yeah. And I thanked him, and I hope he's not listening to the show, because I was just like, fuck. And he's like, what? I'm like, I'm not opening these. I'm like, give them to my brother's kid. And she's like, you can't do that. I'm like, I'm not fucking putting them on the shelf. I'm like, there's no room. I'm not going to waste real estate with these fucking pieces of shit. And then
Which ones were they?
I think Wind Charger and that police car girl, whatever the fuck she is. She's an RID. She wasn't a C-Dub. Whatever the hard cunt,
okay.
whatever her name is. But I mean, and I said, Lisa, look, this is $25 in Toys R Us, the RID. And she's like, what? I'm like, yeah.
Return it without a receipt.
oh, really? I didn't think about that. I can get it.
They'll probably take away any actual promotion they had on it. They'll be like, oh yeah, it was buy one get one free. So
I would rather get my kid a rubber ball.
Robert.
I would.
Would you rather buy C-Dub or TFC?
TFC.
Whoa.
Because the all mode looks better, at least on Hound. They look like shit anyway.
Yeah.
You should keep it because they were present. So.
That's our news. Done.
Yay!
Shout out to Lenny. He's an awesome host.
Oh, thanks, Matt.
Somebody was actually
we doing discussion or questions, or where do we want to go with this?
We already did the discussion. I think we didn't erase it.
What was it? Yeah, we didn't erase it. But I was listening. I think it was ROC that had the discussion that I thought might be worth having here as well. About purchases in your collection that you regret.
Oh, we got a question too.
Is that a question?
John Davis actually asked.
Okay, then good.
John,
we'll just fine.
Yeah.
We'll handle it that way then.
All right, let's go straight onto it then. What's the biggest regret you've had being a collector? How have you changed over the last 3 to 5 years when it comes to collecting?
For me personally, it's a learning curve kind of, right? Because these companies have gotten more prolific, and there's been more companies as time has gone on. So, like in hindsight, I regret like the entire Headmaster stuff from Fans Project for the most part. Even though I think Brainstorm is an incredible figure, like it's just not right for my collection. And let's see what else. Like all the DX9 shit for the most part, like Invisible and the fucking. Well, he's like the only one.
Don't say it.
He's the only one that I'm still happy with.
Say it.
Don't say it's XS.
No, I do kind of regret it, but he's fine on my IDW shelf, so I'm not sweating it. Let's see what else. The DX9 Hunger and the Psykill and all that shit, and then what else? Not Hunger. I said Hunger because that's the name of the song that plays during the Junkion shit, isn't it? No, that's it.
No, Junkion's a
Dare to be stupid. Yeah. Wreck-Gar. And what the fuck else? No, see, like, all right. All right. So I
knew it was coming.
I paid full retail for them. I definitely regret that. But I don't regret having them. I actually get more enjoyment out of them than I do out of a significant portion of my collection.
How much was full retail again for one?
50?
Oh. Hold on, my heart just stopped a little bit.
Yeah, I want to say.
I actually looked
serious?
the other day.
50?
Someone's selling a full set for $240 on eBay. And I went, well, you can keep those motherfuckers.
Yeah, but I love those things. They're shit. They're pieces of shit. But, like, they serve the exact purpose I want them to serve. What else do I regret? The SXS gears. Oh, my God. Fucking, I should have shot myself in the head before I bought that thing. I'd rather have, like, a family of the whole family is like the Smiths, like Will Smith, and like they're all actors and actresses. I'd rather a whole family that's nothing but like gangster rappers move in next door to me than have to buy that fucking XSS gears.
Damn. Oh, what about Jetfire?
See, like I don't really regret that. Because
sure as hell got rid of it quickly.
Yeah, like it was a bad purchase, but I don't regret the experience of it because like that video I did is kind of what helped like carve out the first little niche of my name. Like that was and that story is kind of worth it, but like that when that video dropped, like that was the first video I had that actually got some momentum behind it. So I don't regret that. I just I got my money back, so we're good to go. Best of both worlds.
That's fine.
X-Transbots Ollie, that's a piece of shit. But yeah, it's just stuff like that. It's like that like looking back on it now, like I wish I could go back in time and talk to my younger self. Like and I say younger self, like I didn't know better. I was a fucking adult. But like, and just be like, look, man, that fucking Wreck-Gar is not what you want. Like, that's not what he fucking looks like. That's not what the bike looks like. Why are you saying that this is okay? It's not okay.
I think at that stage when things were coming out, though, and I guess we're only talking 6 to 8 months ago, right?
No, it was last year. That Wreck-Gar was last year.
Well, we weren't sure that there was going to be another one, so maybe that plays into that purchase. I know I had one, but, I've sold it, and it's moved on to somebody else who can love it. But
it's not a bad figure. It's just not what I want. It's not the Wreck-Gar I want.
Right.
Anyway, anybody else?
Yeah, I'll throw one in there. Yeah. I think because when I put up the Christmas tree, I had to move my bookshelves because they're in the smack dab in the middle of my living room, and I had to move every figure. My wife was like, why don't you just throw them in a box? I'm like, you can't throw them in a fucking box. I had to take every figure, stand it on the table.
Oh, you in a box?
Bookshelf. Yeah. But, my Apollyon, I haven't done anything with that figure since putting him on the shelf. And I have to say that just standing on the shelf, he's degraded to the point where he's practically worthless even as a statue. like the arms just fall off picking him up. If you try to even move the arm in any direction, it's like right off. The feet are weak. Like he doesn't even want to stand anymore. I'm like, this is the biggest waste of money ever. Just for aesthetics. I'd rather have a statue because then I wouldn't worry about it falling off the shelf. You know? I mean, it's real shit. So I think that's my biggest regret. Because my other regrets I gave away. So they're not regrets. I made lemonade out of the lemons I got.
Yay. All right, Matt, I'm sure you've got a few regrets.
No, I do not regret buying anything that I have in my collection.
Regrets.
I wouldn't have bought it if I did. I wouldn't have bought it if I was going to regret it later.
Yeah,
Well, I don't think any of us bought it with the intention that we'd regret it.
I did say you did, Bob. I'm just saying me.
So I'm saying you've never bought a figure that you're like, man, I wish this money probably could have been better spent elsewhere.
Nope.
Wow.
I love Transformers.
That's pretty amazing. I mean, I love Star Wars. There's definitely some Star Wars shit I bought that I've been like, man, I got caught up in the moment here.
Wait. You know what? No, Matt's answered this question in the past. The answer to that question is Acid Storm. MP Acid Storm.
Okay. Well, okay. I like the character, and I love the there's not really much of a character.
I was gonna say you like the character.
Anything.
You like the way he was been a character.
But I mean, I like. I just got a bad Acid Storm. If I could get another Acid Storm and it was in better condition, because mine was just full floppy and everything. Maybe you're right, Robert. You may have busted me on that. I may have regretted that purchase. But
what about the Happy Meal toys that you used to pick up?
No, I like those.
Oh, good.
I mean, I wouldn't have went and got a Happy Meal. Well, yeah, I would because I'm fat. But I mean, I like Happy Meals. So, and that's just a bonus. I got a Transformer with it. Yay for me. Right. But yeah, okay, Acid Storm, yes, I could say, but because it was just a floppy mess. I think I just got a bad one, or I don't know. Because my other ones, my Sunstorm was fine. That Starscream that came out in Toys R Us, it was fine. So I may have just got a bad, copy. So, but I'm not going to pay. I think he's going for $100, $120 now. I'm not going to pay $120 for that. So, yeah, he'll stay up there in my little collection, the back shelf.
Justin, any regrets?
I guess my biggest regret was when I first kind of started getting into third party and stuff like that. I wanted to check out everything, and so good, bad, whatever. I probably had it, multiple copies of figures I didn't really care about, and I've since mostly sold a lot of that stuff off that I didn't really like, but definitely it's not good on a wallet to grab everything just for the sake of grabbing everything, Yeah. So that would be my biggest regret. If there's one individual figure, I'd have to think about it a little. I can't think of anything right off the top of my head that I'm like, oh, that was a big mistake. I'm sure they're there. I just, I can't think of anything right now. I'll try to think about that when we go on to the next person.
I gotta ask a question. Do y'all ever go buy something just to buy something?
Yeah, I've done that before.
Yeah, sometimes.
I did that very recently.
Walk in the store and just found something
Oh.
It's very rare for me, but it does happen. But sometimes it's an urge I have to fight, because there's been plenty of times where, I've been like, man, I should just buy this to buy this, and then I'll be like, nah, I don't buy it, and then it'll fucking eat me up, for weeks. Why didn't I fucking buy that? Now I can't find it.
That's another thing. Yeah, you're scared that you might not find it.
Exactly.
Especially, third party at the beginning. You had to buy stuff at third party because you didn't know for sure if it's going to be there.
Exactly.
Now you can wait a little bit, but
so there was plenty of that, but I think I've gotten to know myself a little bit better. I passed on those Combiner Wars Combaticons recently, and I haven't thought twice about it since.
What if you see them on clearance?
Yeah, so I know that I made the right choice, and I think it was the fact. I think that it was the fact that all four were there, and I think that when you spend $15 a week on them, you're like, it's fine, who cares? But like when I had to spend $60 on some Combiner Wars, I was like, can't do it.
I can't.
I'm proud of you, Bobby.
Yeah.
It's the first step, turning down Combiner Wars.
No, it's funny though. Like when you're in a restaurant and you want to get a steak, you're in the mood for a nice steak dinner at a restaurant. You know, you could spend easily, I mean, $35 on a steak on your plate, and that's not insanely expensive. We're not talking, you know, we're talking a nice restaurant, not an extremely expensive one, but a decent, like, nice restaurant, easily, right, Shreya?
Yes, definitely.
But that same when you're in the grocery store and you see prime sirloin, $6 a pound, and you can get a fucking gigantic Flintstone size sirloin steak prime meat for $19, you pass.
Yep, that's because sirloin's a piece of shit.
Really? I like sirloin.
Ribeye is so much better.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, you're a filet whore, aren't you, you cunt?
Yeah, I am. Actually, I don't eat a lot of steak. I was talking to Bobby yesterday. I don't think I've had a steak.
It's a lot of pussy.
Yeah, I get my sustenance somehow.
You don't eat steak.
All right, regrets. I move along most of my regrets. Like if I buy something and something better comes along, I just move it along. So I guess that would be regrets. I still have my Kronos, so that's a regret for now. I think my biggest regret is the Exovirgin fucking God Armor set that I got. And I pretty much only bought that because I had the gold MP10, and it's a kit that you can put over the top of it for God Optimus. And then I got rid of God Optimus, so now he's in his drone mode, and it's fucking gigantic. Like, it's as tall as Starsaber. Which probably...
Look at me!
Yeah. I don't think I'd be able to sell that for what I paid for it, because it was $200.
Damn.
So, yeah.
Oof.
I think that's my one regret. So, we can go on to some more questions.
Oh, we're not gonna. Okay.
Do you ever regret the Unicron head?
God no! I fucking love that thing.
Okay.
I like it too. Have you seen the new one? It looks too. It looks too
They've
robotic.
taken too many liberties with that thing.
You're like, yeah, that ain't the real deal.
It looks
No,
too robotic.
It does.
I can't
He needs that big. He needs the O face like mine.
I like that Unicron.
You ever talk to it?
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
how you doing?
staring him in the eyes right now.
Don't
I wish
you?
that thing was a fucking helmet so I could wear it around.
Oh man. I guess what I'm gonna be Halloween
Y'all
for the
can
rest
have
of my
your
life.
Boba Fett and fucking Stormtrooper helmets. I'll just wear around my Unicron.
Trick or treat every day.
Yeah, every day. Wear it to work.
Nice. Hey, I came in as Unicron. You want a steak? All right.
Let's move down the list. If you could pick teams of bots and cons, any number, for a series you are produced in, who would they be?
Sorry.
Why would you pick them, and what would be the tone of the series?
This is Tyler Left too. I mean, that's gonna take some thinking. I didn't even think about that. I'm not gonna answer it. So.
A team of bots. Cons for a series.
Okay, my answer here is all of them. And my answer for that is because I think that's one of the things, like the beauty elements of G1 that they've never fucking replicated, is that like they fucking just like catapulted characters at you.
Yeah.
Like, and it's because of like the animation and stuff like that. Like it wasn't needed like it is today. Like the amount of work that they have to go through to render a full bot now, like it probably just doesn't. They can't afford to do that many characters. But I think that is like a key to Transformers, is the overwhelming amount of characters from that show. I think it was Nightwing or somebody left a comment on our YouTube this past week that said like there were 187 characters in season 1 and 2.
Oh shit!
Like. I'm guessing that's between bots, cons, and humans, or I got the number wrong, right? But it was something like that. But it was something, at least for me, to be like, God, like that's why, like that's why that shit, like, I don't know. I think that's why it's one of the, like, the magical elements of Transformers is that there was just so many characters, and, like, they didn't flesh a lot of them out. So, like, a lot of them, like, you just ran on in your head with what they were like and what their backstory was and whatever. And so, like, that's my answer to this question, is not to limit it to just fucking balls to the wall. Hello? Hello?
I'm
Yeah.
Who did we lose? Matt.
Matt.
Shocker.
He'll be back.
I'll try to add him.
In that, you know, it's funny, Bobby. Like, I like where you're going with that. I would love to see all of them at once, because there would be episodes where there'd be, obviously every other episode is new characters, and I feel like I missed an episode where it was introduced.
Yeah.
But they would drop characters, you know? And I was always bothered with the movie, the G1 movie, how they didn't have every G1 character in the movie. You know, I would love to see that, just all of them at once, as opposed to bringing in new ones and dropping others.
Yep.
Well, they might have been. They just all look the same. It's hard to tell. They're all grey and shiny and paneling.
Not the Bay, not Michael Bay.
Yeah, he's not here to defend him. Oh, yeah, he is. Shit.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Oh.
Who would win in a fight? G1 Prime or Bayformer Prime?
Probably Bayformer Prime.
Bayformer would, yeah.
Fucking kill him the moment he saw him. No questions asked. Just rip his fucking head off.
Yeah.
You'd have to shout, "Give me your face first."
Yeah, just you know, like,
give me your face. And that's how Movieverse Optimus Prime got his face plate.
But yeah, what do you think, Justin?
I'm with you. I think that magic of creating a fiction that is successful has just not been there, really. I've seen some of the small stuff been, successful. It's worked, but, really, like, and I think that this is a big problem. The biggest problem is that, they're using these, like, CGI models, basically, as opposed to, like a 2D animation style where you can just, like, palette swap. I mean, everybody loves the Seekers, and they're all the same character with different color, So, like, I would love to see that magic captured again in modern times. So, yeah, I agree. I'd rather see everybody there, not, a little bit here and a little bit there. So, it's a cop-out answer, I suppose, though.
I don't think so. I think it's the fucking truth. Like, I think that is one of the key elements of that show's success.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Lenny?
Look, I'd probably like something along the lines of More Than Meets the Eye. I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah, that would be good. It has a shit ton of characters.
Well, yeah, it's a shit ton of characters. It throws some of the better characters from the other book in as well. So it's not just all about Rodimus, because fuck Rodimus. But yeah, like the tone, the dark humor that book has would, I think, translate pretty well to an adult animation.
I agree.
I'd like to see something like that. And we're still waiting for Matt to come back.
Good luck with that.
I don't care. I just like Starscream.
My ideal cast would be nothing but Starscream, and they would be led by Starscream.
One Starscream from every fucking generation of animation.
Matt just got a boner, and he doesn't understand why, from what you just said.
Yeah.
He's not getting anything. Like, this really irritates the piss out of me.
Yeah, I love Skype, It's a good time.
Yeah. Thanks, Scott.
If someone wants to make a lot of money, what you should do is create some alternative to Skype, that podcasters use, not Google Hangouts, like an actual voice-related thing that is more successful.
Yeah, and while you're at it, that PlayStation 4, if you could make a better one,
yeah.
They call it PlayStation 5.
You can do that.
That would be really good, too.
No, but seriously, there's a big market for, I think, like a voice-over IP thing. So it's the problem with Skype is it's stagnant. There's no competition. So
When you've got that $1 billion, Robert.
Yeah.
Get to work.
I ripped that off of did any of you guys ever watch Ali G?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
God, it was fucking great. But he had this bit where he in the Ali G character where he was talking about like intellectual property, trademarks, patents, so on and so forth. And he was like he was talking to like this expert on it, and he was like, how does you know when your idea has been nicked? and he was like, well, you have an idea, and then you tell a person about it, and then they produce that idea. And he's like, yo, because I is like had one of those things. And he's like, what happened? He was like, well, you remember the PlayStation 1? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, I was sitting with me Julie one night, and I was like, you know what would be better in this is if something was even better in this. and then what happened? PlayStation 2 come out. And he was like, do you think she stole my idea? And he was like, I don't think that was probably the case. And he was like, well, because for real, there's like a thing called trust. Oh, so good.
Bobby, I think you should be required to speak in an accent every episode.
No, yeah. I can't.
We haven't heard your African accent in a while.
That's true, but I can't fill them Oscar shoes, man. I gotta, them shoes are too big for my little feet to fit in.
Yeah,
Eddie, what have you done for me lately?
Okay, Daniel L asks, who is your favorite TF character and why? He wants us to go in deep and not just the tip.
Okay. Anybody want to take it?
I'm ready because Greg actually posed this question not too long ago. So I answered it. I thought about it already. This is easy for me. It took a while to come up with it because I didn't want to, because I would go Soundwave, I'm like, who I really, thinking about it, who I really liked character-wise was Silverbolt, G1 Silverbolt. That he's like a leader thrown into it, that he had all the potential, but the only thing keeping him from achieving his potential was his own fear. It was just, he was really deep.
I agree.
And complicated. And then he fucking was the leader of the fucking aerial bots, who I loved, and boom, superior. So that's my answer to that question. Hope that's balls deep enough for you, Dan.
That's a good answer.
Thank you.
Justin.
Well, no surprise that I love Jazz. Jazz has always been one of my favorites. Because I don't really know. I mean, I love the alt mode. I think that's one big factor that plays in there for me is I just love the Porsches and the alt modes. And, aesthetically, he's pleasing. And he's, a fairly predominant character in G1, which I think is a big factor in getting, kind of enjoying a character is that you see him fairly frequently. Like, let's go to, I don't know, Sandstorm, who is in one or two episodes. Outside of being a cool G1 toy, does anyone actually really love the character Sandstorm? So, yeah, that's my reason. I don't really know how to describe it more than that. It's not like I'm like, ooh, I am Jazz, I relate to Jazz. No, I just like him. So.
Jazz to Moonbase 2. Jazz to Moonbase 2.
Plus, you play cello in a jazz band.
He plays jazz flute.
Back in the day, I actually played saxophone in jazz band.
Oh, we need pictures.
That's awesome. I was in the band too. I played the triangle.
Oh, come on.
No, I played percussion.
You were the drummer?
Yeah, because I was a badass drummer.
See, when you say you played percussion, does that mean you had that big one big fucking drum that you hit with a big?
You kind of you switch back and forth. I was first chair in the band, no big deal for the percussion section. Some would brag about it, not me. But I was often on snare.
Was this one of those marching bands?
No. That was more the high school variety. By the high school time, I was well out of that. I still had a drum set in high school at my house that I played fairly often, but by that time I wasn't drumming shit that they were playing in band.
What were you drumming?
I was drumming badass metal.
Megadeth?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It was on the list.
Slayer?
No, I never drummed out to any Slayer. I like some Slayer, but I never drummed out to any Slayer.
Did you love that?
I tell you what, I was never a big fan of Slayer. One of my good friends from high school was, and I went to a live show with him. I hadn't listened to much of their music, and it's probably one of the best shows I've ever been to.
It's fucking brutal. It was nice.
It was mental. Loved it.
But yeah, so I played Triangle. I played Star Spangled Banner at Camden Yards. No big deal. Someone brag about it, not me.
You sang it?
No,
I'm
no.
back.
I played drums. There he is.
Yay!
Yay.
You know what? Here's a little tidbit of useless information. To play the shakuhachi means to give head. It's a Japanese flute.
Nice. I'm gonna go ask Mom to play the Hakutachi.
Shakuhachi.
That one. Matt.
Yes, sir.
What was the previous question?
Did you ever play
Skin flute.
Skin
Previous question was, if you could pick teams of bots and cons, any number, for a series you were producing, who would they be, why would you pick them, and what would the tone of the series be?
He's going to say it.
I'm not going to answer it because Tyler left fast that.
Ooh.
I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Oh, Tyler.
Tyler's my boy. He's all right. I don't know. I didn't think about that. I don't know. What did y'all say? Did y'all say basically the Wreckers or anything? Or
I think Lenny said the MTMTE, the Minimi crew, and
Bobby copped out.
I copped out. Justin copped out.
I joined in with the cop out.
And whatnot.
But you had the best answer, but Matt.
Yeah, we answered it. Yeah.
All right. What did I answer?
Every Starscream from every generation of animated Transformers series.
Fuck yeah, that'd be so awesome. That'd be like, bitch, please, I am fabulous. That would be so awesome. That's my cartoon right there. They need that. I need that. But whatever.
You gonna get on Tumblr and do some fan fiction now?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Thank you. I will.
Oh man,
don't scroll the feed. You might get triggered.
We recorded Nerd Rage Radio earlier today, and we were doing like our best worst of 2015. And I was like, and then like I just sprung like a new category on Adam. I was like, and what was your favorite fanfic of the year? Just kidding, no one reads it. Anyway, and what was the second? What was
this question is who's your favorite Transformer character? So we know the answer to that one for Matt as well. But tell us why, Matt.
Go deep.
Yeah.
Don't put the tip in. I wrote that. Don't just put the tip in. Somebody else can answer. I'll answer.
No, everyone else but Bobby.
Oh, they have. Okay, I'm sorry. Yep. What were y'all's answers? I'd like to know.
Roberts was Silverbolt. Okay. Because of like being a leader. This is going to be really fun for the listeners who just listen to all of it.
My bad. I'm sorry.
I
can always listen to this show again.
Silverbolt because he was a leader of an aerial team that had aerial issues, so he had to kind of overcome his personal fear in order to be efficient at his role.
If I'm honest, I thought he was going to answer either First Aid or Ratchet, but it's just me.
Good call.
Again, and Chip.
That's too easy. That should be your new avatar.
One of my business cards in his hand.
Oh, that's so good. Justin had Jazz because he loves the alt mode. The aesthetic was pleasing and the character was prominent in G1, and he was a cello player in a jazz band.
Did you stop this out, Bobby?
And Lenny, myself, and you have yet to answer. We know what yours and Lenny's are. I think we know what mine is by now too. But
yeah. Well, everybody knows I'm a big Starscream fan. I like first one as a kid, just when as a kid, it's just because he was a jet. Everybody wanted to fly as a kid most of the time. I did. And I just liked his character. He never was going to be the leader, and just the interaction with Megatron was always. That's what made the Decepticons, I think, a big chunk of it was just their interaction. Megatron, didn't. I don't want to say he hated him, but he couldn't trust him. But he knew that Starscream would probably be there for him if he needed him. I think, and it doesn't matter if you're taking him from G1 to the comics or whatever.
Not in the end.
Well, not in the end, but I just liked his character. He was kind of a little, just a sneaking little bastard. Like backstab you and everything, and he would do anything to get ahead. But you never knew he was gonna. You knew he never was gonna be the leader. I mean, it was just So, but I just liked it. And plus he's a jet. I like to fly and everything.
So why'd you join the Army, not the Air Force?
Probably wasn't smart enough to get in the Air Force. Just tell you right there, I was a dumbass. I didn't apply myself at school.
Did you try?
No, did I try for the Air Force? No, I just went to the Army. I always wanted to be in the Army. So, my dad was in the Navy, and I just didn't want to go into the Navy. So I just chose the Army. I mean, I really didn't think about going anything else. I just chose that.
Sorry.
No.
No, I mean, sorry for the digression.
No, digressions are awesome.
Thanks for the information.
No problem.
People want to know you better, man.
I agree. Did we do a getting to know Matthew Deluxe Ball?
Nope.
We gotta get back on those. We just been having some long shows.
We still got a couple. We haven't done you, Bobby. We haven't done Justin.
Justin's the one I really want to do. I really want to get inside the head of his. You know what I mean?
Robert, we did do you, Robert, right?
Nope.
And
we did
Lenny.
Oscar.
We just did Oscar and Greg.
Oscar and Greg.
Yeah. We can do those. Yeah. Don't take long.
What's the? We're waiting for Lenny to get back on. I'll get mine. So I think it's my favorite Transformer is Dead End. And it's just because he was part of a team. That's my favorite team, which is the Constructicons. And my second favorite team is the Dinobots, and they're both my favorite teams for different reasons. Lenny, you're back.
I am back.
Cool. They're both my favorite teams for the same reason on different ends, and that is because their team comes first. It's just
nice.
Loyalty is camaraderie is a trait that I've always been fond of, and I think if I had to trace it back, I have we'll get a little personal now. This is the get to know Skullface preview edition. I think I have abandonment issues. My mom kind of abandoned me. Well, she absolutely abandoned me, and I think that it comes from that. When friends of mine move away, I get fucking angry with them. Even though they're taking careers or whatever, they're making the best choices for their family. I can't, the rational, logical side of me, recognizes that this is the best move for their life. But in my head, my heart is just how the fuck are you leaving me? Everybody's fucking leaving. What's wrong with you guys? You stay here and you battle it out. You take this shit job so you can keep hanging out on Christmas.
Oh, man.
That's kind of where I'm at. So the fact that the Dinobots were all about, being a Dinobot, loyal to us first, Autobot cause second, and the Stunticons even more so, loyal to the Decepticon cause, and then loyal to the loyal to the Stunticon cause, and then loyal to the Decepticon cause, vastly second. Is why I admired both of those teams, and I just like Dead End within that team because he gave the least amount of fucks outside of the Stunticons. He didn't care. He didn't care about anything except Stunticon business. And
did he say during the attack of Bruticus or something? Did somebody call him? Yeah. He's the one that said, I don't care.
Yeah, that was Dragstrip that they called.
Oh.
But then later on, they they say that
we're doing crash and stuff.
Motormaster says he's going to kill Megatron, and Dead End's response is, "Who cares?"
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. All I give a shit about is us.
We're playing Derby. We're playing Crash Derby.
And when I was a kid, I also I hated Starscream.
Whoa.
I hate him with a passion. I actually applauded as a kid in the movie theater when he died.
I see. I always like that when Optimus died.
But the reason why is because Starscream is the antithesis to that character trait that I love. I love loyalty. And to me, being treacherous and shit, it was the most distasteful fucking character trait in the world, so I hate it. As an adult, I appreciate the role that he played. You know what I mean? I appreciate his character much more. But as a kid, I was like, man, fuck that little weasel. He's not down for the cause. Fuck that guy.
Loved it.
So I couldn't stand him. I was glad he was dead. I couldn't get rid of him fast enough. Because I'm just I'm a team. I'm a team kind of you sacrifice what you got to do in order to make the team right.
Right.
But But anyway, that's my character, and that's why.
Did anybody answer for me? Because I can go back.
No.
Go back and listen to the show.
My bad.
No, go ahead.
All right, so everyone's gonna pretty much know it's Galvatron. The reason why is just because it's pretty much Megatron with his power amplified, and he's batshit crazy. Like, he's going around blowing up planets to fucking get the energon from the explosion, you know?
So
those kind of moves.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Do you have a preference, or is it all equal love? Like pre-Char or pre-like Lava Planet Crazy or post-Lava Planet Crazy?
Good question. Leonard Nimoy, or whoever the fuck that was after him.
Frank Welker, right?
Frank Welker, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, the way that Galvatron was portrayed in the movie is probably my favorite. I think he kind of got watered down a little bit as it went on, but just when Megatron first is turned and he's just like, fuck you, Unicron, I'm not working for you.
Yeah.
You might have your body, but, you know, I don't have a master. Like, that kind of shit. That was just like a ballsy move, and I just dig it.
I gotta say, I prefer, as a side note, post-crazy Galvatron. And the only reason why is because, like, I think that it makes Cyclonus a more interesting character. Like, because he kind of has to, like, kind of lead from the back.
Yeah.
Because his fucking boss is so batshit crazy, and he doesn't have, like, the charisma to lead. So it's kind of like an interesting, like it's an interesting difference between the Starscream Megatron relationship and the Galvatron Cyclonus relationship. Where, like, Cyclonus is kind of, like, constantly looking out for his best interests and the Decepticon interest, and, like, is being the voice of reason when need be. I don't know. I dig that dynamic.
You don't think Starscream was looking out for the Decepticons?
I think
or just himself?
Himself, yeah.
Okay.
Which is definitely what Galvatron's doing too.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, he wouldn't listen to shit. Galvatron wouldn't. You could tell Galvatron shit.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Matt talks about him like you knew him. You know what I
oh
mean?
yeah, we go way back.
Shit.
He grew up in Brooklyn.
Who
I
was it
grew
that
up in
killed
Brooklyn.
Starscream though? Who killed Starscream?
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, you know what? Okay, you know when I did my thing. You know, I did on my video and everything. If Starscream, okay, let me see. Hold on.
He's flustered.
Yeah, look at him.
If he would have, yeah,
I think he just shook his fingers out.
I'm pointing at the computer. I'm pointing at Lenny's little thing. If he would have shot, if he just said Megatron and just blasted his ass right there, it would have been over. I don't think if he would have shot.
No, it wouldn't, because it would have bounced off.
No,
He was built by Unicron, Matthew.
Galvatron didn't give him a chance. All right, if Starscream would have had a chance, he would have whooped his ass.
You think it was a sucker punch?
It was.
Here's a hint. He gave him some time.
Yeah.
He did not.
Why?
All right,
I think the only reason why he gave him time is because it was important for him to know. Like, he needed
a little more.
He needed Starscream to know that it was him.
But you know, if that had been Megatron that was taking control, he would have brought him back alive somehow.
Yeah,
because he cared about it.
What the fuck is Starscream gonna do with a null ray?
Well, I like the dynamic. Like, I know people hate on the fucking All Hail Megatron book, but that's one of the things I love most about that book is that, like, it shows how much Megatron believes in Starscream.
Yeah, it just matters who draw. I mean, you know, whoever writes it or everything, they can make, you know, the Starscream to be the, you know, like I just want to say Armada Starscream was a great Starscream. You know,
never seen it.
I know. Well, you need to go check it out because it's pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm just saying his character. I mean, maybe not the whole cartoon, but his character, the way he was portrayed, he wasn't a, you know, sniveling, little bitch. He wasn't a little bitch in it.
So he was a sniveling little bitch, the one that you love.
Yes, he was a sniveling little bitch. I don't. Moving on. He's my favorite character. I don't care.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. Okay, we're going to do any more questions? I've lost my recording now.
I think we could. Justin, you okay to squeeze one more in?
Yeah, I'm fine. No time constraint today.
All right.
Okay, so John G asks, what do we think of third parties' factory really work like? Or do we think they work like they did in, well, not everyone's seen my picture, but I did a picture of...
I didn't know what to put there. Not bad.
Yeah, I did a picture of, like, someone made a meme of Christmas Town, and it's just a conveyor belt in front of a bunch of people assembling toys. So do we really think that's what it's like, or does Hasbro or other highly visible companies do that?
You know, and you know, then the last part of that question is that's some shit I wrestle with. Like he says, I don't know if he said this or if Matt added this, but so basically, do we have a soul or do we just want our plastic crack?
Oh, that's me.
But like I wrestle with that shit. I don't know if that fucks with anybody else, but like I do think about that a fair amount. Like,
that's why I put it in there.
You know, what are the ins and outs? Because like, you know, like the thing is, like, I don't know for sure that there are children, you know, with slave wages making these fucking things. And it's kind of a stereotype to even think that that's the case. It's based on some evidence. It's based on some actual true shit. But it's definitely a stereotypical thing. But like, if I knew, you know, like if it came to light, you know, like I think I'd have to stop. Like I would wrestle with that, like that, because that's I don't know if I'd be able to fucking sleep at night.
What, that you gave the kids some dinner? That buying the figure?
yeah, but we're not talking. No, it's not. But you know what I'm saying. I think it's not that they're getting like an honest day's work and fucking, you know what I mean. It's not a fucking paper route where they're you know like if they're treated like shit, you know, and not getting paid what the work is worth and fucking. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Well, the adults probably aren't either, so are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm more okay with that. I mean, I'm less okay with it, you know, morally across the board.
Oh, well, obviously.
But you know, but I'm more okay with it in the sense of like, well, you're a fucking adult. Nobody forced you to take that job.
Yeah, I don't think there's kids doing it. I mean, I think it's adults. I mean,
the grown-ups got
I hope so.
Jobs. The grown-ups got the kids' jobs because there's no money in the country.
Well, it depends. I mean, it depends on the day, because they control the value of their dollar. It's not like here where like ours is controlled by like a number of different economic factors. Like they just wake up and say, okay, it's worth this, and tomorrow it's worth that, because that's what we decided.
Oh shit! Dropping some fucking knowledge.
Well, I want to look into that. That was an interesting point. You brought it up before. I wanted to look into that.
Yeah, I'm no expert on it, but I saw a documentary about the economics of China. And that was one of the things that they showed. Like, it's fucking us up on a global scale. Not to get too political, it's not my thing. But like the one thing that Republicans and Democrats have agreed upon since Carter is welcoming China to the world stage of the world trade. And the reason why people think that is because these people, like these political campaigns, are all funded by the same group of fucking, you know, corporate businessmen that are out for their own kind of financial gains, and all of them financially gain from cheaper labor, you know, producing goods to be sold at a higher cost. So they've all been in the pockets of these major political contributors in order to help get China to the world stage in terms of trade. And now that they are, China's got a lot more power than anyone really suspected that they would. And since, you know, they do what the fuck they want anyway. There's a lot of evidence to show that, like, today they wake up and be like, today it's worth every dollar of ours is worth 2.5 of yours. And then next day they're like, okay, we're feeling gracious, it's worth $1.25 of yours and whatever. But
well,
yeah.
All right.
Way to ruin the show, Bob.
Well, I'm sorry. I think you know, like, but talk about like in that documentary. We're getting a little off topic, and I want to hear everybody else's point, but like one of the things they talk about is those fucking like those ghost cities that they built. If I'm not sure if anyone's familiar, but like
a city, what?
City.
They've built
a whole city of ghosts.
Pretty much. it's very similar to the end of Ghostbusters 1.
Starscreams.
Oh fuck! I'm moving there.
Starscreams.
But
yes.
They you know, since they control the value of their shit, like they built these fucking cities, but they don't have the people to live in them in terms of what the people can actually afford. So
wait, are they like The Grudge ghosts?
No, they're just So you have like these communities that are basically like small cities in and of themselves. I mean, huge skyscraping apartment buildings, just row after row of them, and no one lives in them. It's completely vacant, and they're all brand fucking new.
That sounds awesome.
It's very bizarre, and it's very eerie when they take you through. But whatever.
I live in one. Yeah, I've been to China actually. I've been to a ghost prison. I told you that gag before.
You did.
It was a fucking ghost prison. It was all fake. It was crazy. It was huge.
Crazy kind of guys.
Wild and crazy. Boys, crazy boys. Anyway, what's everyone else's thoughts on this?
China?
Or Transformers.
The manufacturing of these products in the
like I said, I hope, like you said, I'm just going off of what you said. I hope it is adults. I hope it's not children. But, I can see why it would be. Like I said, they're poor, and, they need everybody working. Put in your 8 hours a day and let's go. Maybe 10 hours. I don't know.
Let me ask you this. When you hear, a child working in a factory putting together on a line that's assembling a third-party transformer.
Smoking cigarettes.
Okay, how old do you picture this child? And on average?
8, smoking cigarettes.
Can an 8-year-old assemble a fucking third-party figure?
If they beat it hard enough, they will.
Kids can do some pretty impressive shit if they're forced to.
Well, I wouldn't.
If they're all sitting in line, they're probably only assembling one part of that toy as well, over and over and over again.
Right.
Red Guard's belly button, probably.
Yeah.
That's my job today. Red Guard's belly button.
Way to bring it back. I think that I imagine them. I imagine them probably between 8 and 13.
I don't know if they have the I can't. I mean, some figures, I guess. Look at the fucking QC.
Well, yeah. I mean,
oh shit, an 8-year-old built that.
Now the anti-argument to that is that if either way is probably a small workforce, if not literally. You know what I mean? Just in terms of like the number of people. So you're going to have people get fatigued. Like the figure that they make at 6 o'clock in the morning is going to be better than the figure they make at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But
I think they're only working a 10-hour day.
I don't know. What about you, Justin?
I think it's actually exactly like you see in the pictures with the sweatshop looking type thing. So, but if there's a moral thing, like no, I mean.
I'll
still get my plastic crack.
Listen, I would prefer it all be manufactured in like the U.S. to give U.S. people jobs or whatever. But
Yes.
You know what? I mean, yeah, I mean, I can't control where things come from, and like frankly, everything that's stamped made in China that is in my house, if I took a stance to stop, like morally or a moral stance that I wouldn't buy anything like that, then my house would probably be pretty barren at this point. So like, it is a problem, but I can't control it, and my not purchasing it isn't going to change it. So I really don't care.
Well, now I'd argue that like it's only not going to change it if either A, only you took that stance, or B.
Yes, I agree with you, but the problem is you're going to be hard pressed to find like everybody, like a majority of people in the world be like, you know what, this is wrong. I am not going to go ahead and buy needless item 1, 2, 3.
Change starts.
Not going to risk it.
Yeah.
But like in that same documentary, I should get paid by the people at this point. But like they had this lady had her microwave, right? She had an American-made microwave from whenever. It was old as fuck. Might as well have wood paneling on it. It died on her, and she went out and she was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy another. Like this fucking microwave lasts me 18 years. I'm gonna buy another microwave from an American-made company, preferably this one. And she went out and she hunted for a microwave for like 2 months and literally could not find one that wasn't made in China. Like it was impossible. It was an impossible feat.
Yep.
We need to take back over.
That's to support your point of your house to be pretty barren.
Yeah, and I wish it wasn't that way. I
correct.
really do, and I would make an effort, but I'm not gonna, hamper my life completely just because, working conditions are terrible for little kids or something in China, you know.
No, this hot dog's got to get cooked.
I'm serious.
That's the intro right there.
But here's the thing,
that's good.
You know, here's the problem. Here's the problem with that. Not with Justin, but with that microwave scenario, right? Is that like the guys 18 years ago that built that fucking microwave, like they were probably experts at what the fuck they did. You know, like there's no pride in America in the blue collar trade anymore. It's all like, you know, you go to school and you learn how to be you get your master's in feminine body dancing, and then get out to the workforce. You know, like there's no pride in saying like, look, I'm gonna be like my dad fucking worked in this shop and I'm gonna work in his shop and I'm gonna make the best fucking microwave I can make. So the guy that retired or was fired when that company decided to outsource it to China, he's got nobody to fucking train. So even if we were to start making microwaves in this country again, they'd probably be pieces of shit for like at least 10 years until motherfuckers got good at it again.
No, there's Google.
What?
No, there's Google. I don't believe that shit. I think we could make we would make a great product. I don't think it would take 10 years to.
Matt, you're gonna tell me like that when you're
I'm gonna tell you because we're America.
When you're on the job, that the most important fucking training you get is not from the wise guy that's been there forever that knows the ins and outs and can fucking learn you.
Oh, you could, but I still think that I don't think that we would, you know, take that long just to make a microwave or anything else, you know.
No, we'd make it. It just wouldn't be as good as what they were making when they were all fucking experts at it.
That's debatable.
I mean, it's debatable because it's never happened.
I'm just saying. I know, and it shouldn't. You know, we've given too many jobs, and I know work for a company that does that, and it makes me sick. And that we, you know, I don't want to get into it because I'll just, you know, whatever, America.
But like, you know, it's just like I don't know. Like I know. I know plenty of jobs where it's all about the experience of the guys that work for you that helps mold you into what you are.
And they get rid of those people really easily. And it's
not only that, but they don't have those people right now in like say the microwave trade because nobody's been making them. So there's not.
Okay. I understand what you're saying, but you know, it's just
like Google is never going to be the same as the guy that's been on the manufacturing floor for 15 years that can like teach you all the ins and outs. You know.
Yeah. I mean, we have things where they announce how long people have been working for the company, and there's tons 5 year, then it gets smaller for 10 years, 15, 20 years, you find maybe one person,
right?
And it makes me sick to say that. So.
Anyway, anybody? What about Lenny? What's your thoughts?
Look, I don't think that it all comes down to third party when it comes to those conditions.
No, absolutely not.
Has anybody taken a tour through a Takara factory? Who's to say, it's not the exact same conditions or the exact same factory?
Same factory.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's Keith's factory.
Yeah. Yeah.
He owns them all.
He uses that second grade plastic that melts off.
Second grade.
So I don't know. Look, I really like Transformers. I'm kind of with Justin.
Yeah, I do too.
And what Robert said, putting food on those kids' tables.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Somebody's got to. Now give me that third party Polygon right now.
You're welcome.
And they can afford to smoke cigarettes each week, and that ain't a cheap thing. So
you're welcome. And this paint better be.
You're
right.
welcome again. Exactly. How about you lift your fucking QC game?
Because your fingers are smaller, so the paint should be better.
Yeah.
And your eyes.
Bobby, you want to go towards that way. You do, because you licks the paint, man.
And you probably got better vision than the older people.
That's true. Smaller fingers, they can get those more delicate parts.
Get right in there.
And the cracks and everything. God,
you guys are cold-blooded, man. You guys are like the Rick James record.
I gotta say, thanks, kids.
Well, but to go back to kind of my point, like, us doing it isn't going to change things. Like, it's going to have to be an actual change, politically that makes some drive for this to happen,
I hear you, so. But I do feel like at the same, like, I don't agree with you. But I feel like if more people kind of across the board thought, you know what, I'm fucking taking a stand here, and hopefully others will too, that too can change the dynamics, because if the money stops flowing, it stops. You know what I mean? Shit's gonna change.
Yeah, but have you seen the people that collect Transformers? They don't give a fuck.
I agree.
They want their Transformers more than anything. They don't care who makes it.
I agree.
I need a little bit of freedom. I'm sure you guys will run out of things to go to war for. Let's go free some of those children in the sweatshops.
Yeah.
Don't underestimate the ability to find shit to fight about.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew and beef jerky. That's what we'll fight over award next time.
Robert, you haven't really chimed in.
I did.
I mean, you did, but you didn't really, like, is that how you feel? Like, you know.
I think that these factories, okay, whether or not they're producing Transformers, they produce other things. It's not just a Transformer factory. And I mean, if it is, I think it's a small. There aren't that many employees doing it. They're probably the same. They go and man the production line, and then they're manning the assembly line, like that, because it's such a small production run. I mean, 1,000 units of something or 5,000 units isn't the same thing as making 100,000 hot dogs a day, But I just think that the skill required to make them, to assemble them, I think it's just too high for a kid. I just can't imagine they actually have. In that situation, I can't imagine they have kids assembling these toys, because the profit margin is so high. But they are relative to the price they can get for the figure. They still have to maintain a certain quality. I mean, I'm sure. Even though we've seen many times that they fail at doing it, but you can tell they try, even though they fail. It's complicated, and I just don't think if you had a bunch of kids, it would be fucking mayhem in a box. I mean.
All right, let me just jump in. Do you think that Warbotron screwdriver that came with whatever toy it was built for an adult's hand?
That's a good point. But I mean, look, there's other things that I think they do. Sweatshops are there for making. I think
Nikes.
Like making knockoff products that are simpler to put together. I can see kids doing, but not something so complicated. I just think it's just too. Every unit represents a shit ton of money that the person is going to make, the company is going to make, and leaving it in the hands of a child, when honestly the adult probably takes the same wage. That's the real problem. Why employ the children when you can employ in these countries an adult for the same shit salary? That's the real problem. I don't know if it's necessarily children, because they're just fucking sadly starving somewhere. They're not even working.
I would like to know more about that. Like, if the wages were the same, then yeah. But I have a feeling the wages are not the same, which is why they resort to the child workforce.
And that might be a key to why certain companies have a higher.
some use children. Thanks for buying impossible toys.
Right? I mean, think about it. If you notice, some companies tend to produce products that have lower, QC and just shoddily put together. You look at it and you say, who the fuck let this go in the box?
Who let the kids build this one?
Yeah. As opposed to MMC. There's no 8-year-old assembling those figures. No way in fucking hell.
Make toys.
No, there's not.
Right, make toys. MMC Fans Project.
Have we ever discussed? I'm sorry, Robert.
No, that's it. I just think you can kind of tell them what you're getting. That's it.
Have we ever discussed what?
Have we ever discussed anything like, I know Lenny he put a post, well, he's not here anymore. He put up a post on Third Party Addicts about, don't put up knockoff stuff or anything. Have we ever discussed, do we think that Third Party is a knockoff?
Oh my God, I think
we've touched on it.
I think 1,000 times.
Yeah, but this is. But I do want to bring that up. I didn't want to get it.
Have you seen that post, Robert? That was
it's hilarious because it's you, Joe H, Lenny, Tyler, Justin, just going get, go on, get.
But I mean, it's a good discussion. I mean,
This is what I think, really quick on the issue. I think the difference between a third-party product and a KO is a pirated good. It's where they just took your shit and started making it themselves.
Well,
that's simple.
one thing that struck me with that exact thread was someone wrote on there that they stole the designs. Like, not really. Like, you just nailed it in your own statement. You know, like, third party hasn't stolen the designs. Like, third party Shockwave is not a stolen copy of, you know, whatchamacallit, the, like a G1 Shockwave. Like, it's just not. The design work to make the bot go from, you know, the gun to the robot is not the same design. It's not a knockoff. It's not the same thing. Like, the character is most definitely, you've taken the aesthetic of the character and stuff, but, you know, it's that's not the design to me so much. I don't know. But,
yeah, I mean, it's whether it's the real issue with third party is whether it's whether their rendition of a character is a derivative work of the copyright of that copywritten character, you know, and whether they've differentiated it enough. But otherwise, they're not taking shit. They're not copying shit or adapting anything.
They made their own. That's what they did. I mean,
except I mean, the character likeness.
Right, like I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, because you can look at that. You can look at Warbotron Bruticus, and, you know, if you're a Transformer fan, you know that's Bruticus.
Well, that's considered derivative work under copyright, and there's an analysis that you have to conduct to determine whether something is independent or derivative. You have a lot of that, a lot of litigation. Really, you see it with music. With you know, with like, because at what point is one song similar to another? You know, and you see that a lot. And
like
you can
mine goes din 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 din. Theirs goes din 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 din.
No, he added a ding ding.
And that's that analysis.
But he's still lost.
It's not cut and dry. That analysis is not black and white. But whether you just took something and fucking just copied it and started making the same thing yourself, that's just pirating.
Yeah, like that oversized, the knockoff of Feral Rex, the oversized. That's a
Gucci bags. I mean, it's the same. That's pirated goods. Same thing as a blown up Feral Rex is a fucking pirated good.
But even like not to get into that, but I mean, you know, like those bags and shit, like they're not made the same way. It's not the same design.
The quality's not the same.
No, it's not even the quality. It's the actual design. Like I saw something on it. Like
yeah, right. I know a guy.
No, yeah, he grew up in Brooklyn. He grew up in Brooklyn. But it was talking about a Louis Vuitton bag, right? And apparently, like a proper Louis Vuitton bag is made from one piece of leather, right? Like it's the way that they structure it to give it the three sides, but it's all one single piece. But like the knockoffs are multiple pieces of leather.
Well, no, that's not because they're trying to differentiate themselves. They're just doing it. They're copying a Louis Vuitton bag, but just making it a lot cheaper. And the problem there, that's the whole problem with derivative with pirated goods, is that is how you harm the trademark for Gucci, because the strength of their name is in the
it's
quality.
Tarnished. I agree. But what I'm saying is that, like, design wise, like, it's not the same design.
The materials used. I mean,
I'm not talking about the materials. I'm talking about the actual design.
Well, does that constitute design, like one piece of leather versus multiple because they're using the scraps?
The way it's constructed.
Well, this is now in Justin's area. Justin addressed that.
The fuck is going on?
Matthew wins.
I
mean, I don't want to get too far off base with fucking base and shit, but like, I just when I heard that, it was like on the news or something while I was walking by, and I just zeroed in on it because of third party stuff. But you know, it is their own design. All they've really stolen is the Autobot symbol. You know what I mean? It's like, right?
The third party?
No, these knockoffs, Louis Vuitton bags. Like, it's its own design. It's not a fucking Louis Vuitton design. It's not the way Louis Vuitton designs their bags. This is their own bag, but they just have stolen the logo and put it on there.
Yeah, I mean that's a good argument there, you know. But I mean, I would think that, you know, when you see somebody going into a Louis Vuitton shop taking pictures of the bags, then they go and they say, how are we going to try to replicate this? It's an attempt to replicate rather than attempt to create something original with your own design and then putting a Louis Vuitton symbol on it. You know, you're trying to replicate something and you just did a bad job at it, as opposed to, you know, SXS Blur, you know, saying, hey, that's a bite off of G1 Blur, or, you know, comic books. You know,
if you want to stop third party, then you just need to make better products of third party than just.
No, but that's we're talking about KOs versus.
No, I'm just saying. But I'm just saying that the people say that, you know, third party is so much better than, you know, Hasbro and all that stuff. So only thing I can say for Hasbro is that you need to make a better product to compete or to actually beat third party at their game, because they're doing it. They're beating Hasbro because they're making us a better product. Not all of the third party, just some of them.
But here's one serious. This is a danger, and I think I don't want to generalize, but there are collectors out there, and I've seen enough voice that it concerns me. There are enough people willing to purchase the KO version of a third-party product. They're not purchasing the actual third-party product. You see, the difference there is the third party isn't hurting Hasbro. Hasbro's still doing their thing
because they have the money.
Right,
the third party doesn't.
But honestly, it's not like, you know, Fans Toys just came out with the Bayform or Age of Extinction Prime, and they're calling it something different. But be that as it may, having this fucking company making this really great blown up super tight Grimlock is a fucking, you know, or coming out with or Feral Rex, like that's bad. Like coming out with this Feral Rex, because if they get successful and they're going to now they're parasitic. They are now going to replicate everything and sell it pennies on the dollar. So many collectors that would have spent their money on the third party figure will settle for the lesser quality at a much reduced cost and put the third party companies out of fucking business. They're not going to be around the next year if they're not making money.
Right. And then and it hurts the KOs too.
And then there you go. Exactly. That's why it's parasitic. Because once all the blood's gone, you got no more blood to suck. You're not coming up with your own shit. Now you can't copy anything else because they went out of business.
Thanks, Sir Toys.
Yeah, fuck Sir Toys.
Yeah, fuck Sir Toys.
There he is.
Real quick, before Lenny closes out the show, look forward to next week's episode. It's our third annual award show. Where we go through a number of different categories and give our best, worst, all sorts of shit, and then we tally up our own votes and then name the figure of the year and stuff like that.
But they don't win anything like Leonardo does.
Nope, just a simple tip of the hat from the SCU crowd, which is a hard crowd to please.
Hat on the back. Oh, it is.
So yeah, it's always a good time. It's Lenny's first time, and it's Robert's first time too.
What?
Hey.
Is it?
Yeah,
you wouldn't let me on last time, remember?
So,
you said I'm not voting you on.
It should be good.
Is that how it sounded, Robert?
No, you sound like the sweet teddy bear.
I thought you did one, Robert. I'm sorry.
No.
And download Burn.
Yeah, and Greg will be back too. We'll all be here, hopefully.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, Lenny.
All right, I'm just loading up the page again because my computer's a cunt. And it's time for shout-outs. Shout-outs to Third Party Unlimited. Just go on Facebook and search Third Party Unlimited. I'm not reading all of that out.
They're everywhere.
At Real Robot, www.plasticfreak.com. At Fear Corps, I am Ratchet, Third Party TF Crashes. You can also search those guys on the Facebook. TF Prototype, the ROC, and Tyler, and I'd like to give a special shout out to the 1%, the third party elite.
Oh yeah!
Shout out to the 99%. That's on my page.
Lenny, what are the criteria for the 1%ers?
Look, I think you need to have at least 2 pointless repaints of a figure over $400.
Damn.
So you need a Dystopia or a Nero Rex or something along those lines. A giant floating Unicron head definitely helps because.
Or someone says destroy or something.
Yeah. Convention exclusive repaints of figures that make no sense as well. That'll get you in.
Okay, I got one of those. I got the Azalea
No, you're not in. You've got too much combined. Yeah, me and Tyler have already ruled that one out. So, yeah, sorry, Bobby.
Sorry, that sucks.
Yeah. Maybe if you throw some of that shit away.
They got the Tetra Jets. Come on.
Oh, that is true.
You spent full price on all the Tetra Jets.
Full price.
All right. I'll send you an invite after the show. Okay, everybody, make sure you're collecting for the right reasons, unless it's a purple or black repaint. And Happy New Year, cunts.
Shut the fuck up, Chip.